a couple of announcements tonight. First of all, we are absent locking, as you can probably tell by the lovely image in his camera. So no Kosh tonight, but he'll be back next week. Second, and this is a pretty cool one, a fan of the show named Joe made some cocktails that were featured.
Oh my god, I didn't get the post ready.
Oh dear. So we'll just give Connor a wee second here whilst he brings him up and just kind of fill
You had one job, Connor.
What's his Instagram?
It's chemistry.cocktails.
That's a good name. That's a cool name.
If you look on my Twitter, I think everyone else tweeted out as well. You can find a link to it there.
Oh, he posts so much I can't find it.
It's the one that looks like the Boar spoiler.
I've made a huge mistake.
Move on. Maybe he'll find it while we're.
I'll find it while we're doing it. Yeah.
All right.
Continue.
Okay. So yeah, Joe made these cocktails, which were featured in last week's episode: the Boros Boiler, Firemine's Fizz, and the Selesnya Ferment. So if you do find his Instagram, as I said, I think some of us did retweet it out and stuff like that, so you can find it that way. And he also included recipes for how to make those cocktails, which is really cool. So you can try them out for yourself. So yeah, we have had a few cool things from the community now. So if you do create something yourself, whether it's character art or cocktails or anything else, do let us know. You can tweet us or post it in our Discord, and we love seeing it, and we're happy to give it a shout out. So yeah, Connor, before I go into the recap, have you managed to find?
Nearly got it.
I found it already. It's in chat.
Yeah, Elliot's already got it.
Yeah, I'm going to show it on the screen for all the people.
Okay, you have that power. I do not.
All right, look at this. Look how cool this is, everyone. It's on the screen. He actually made the Devil's Vice drinks. How sweet is that?
Lovely. So yeah, Joe, if you're watching, thanks so much for that. I think it made our day when we saw it. It's so cool.
I did intend to make one and drink it on this episode, and I managed to fail as cataclysmically as possible, and I'm drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon instead. So...
Are we now sponsored by them?
No, I wish.
All right. So last session on the trail of Meldon the Magnificent, the party visited a Rakdos nightclub called the Devil's Vice. And after sampling the entertainment and a few more sinister encounters, the party were brought before the owner of the club, Zalia. She said that she knew of Meldon and would share what she knew in exchange for the party taking part in that evening's entertainment. So the party agreed after filling out a lovely contract, and to the enjoyment of the patrons of the club, they fought a pair of Rakdos entertainers and their pets before then taking on a Rakdos giant. And the party managed to bring that down as well, so Zalia took them aside and delivered on her promise. She explained that Meldon was once a prominent entertainer within the cult of Rakdos and worked alongside a half-giant named Dodd that he was quite fond of. Several weeks ago, Meldon was hired to entertain a party in the estate of Telin Pordo, an Orzhov noble. Unfortunately, Meldon's jokes and entertainment took on an insulting and mocking tone, and Telin and his noble entourage sort of found that distasteful and took offense, so they had Dodd killed and Meldon was severely beaten. Meldon then returned to the Devil's Vice that night in a rage before leaving, and none had seen him since. Following that, the nobles who took part in humiliating Meldon have been dying off, often in very violent ways, until the only one remaining now is Telin Pordo. So following learning that, the party left the club and made their way back to Gelder's premises and bedded down for the evening. So, we now start on the morning after with Azares coming awake. So, Azares, your eyes flutter open. You look around the room and you can see Talora lying on her bed, sleeping one off, as I recall, as she drunk a little bit heavily before going to sleep. So, what would you like to do?
Is she snoring?
Yeah, I would say a little bit. Not like heavy snoring, but you can definitely hear her breathing.
It's definitely the post-drinking snore for sure.
Yeah. Someone had fun last night. I'm going to put all my kit on, get my armor ready, and then as I walk out the room, I'm just going to hoof her bed.
Okay, Laura. So Laura, you feel a sudden shock as the whole bed shakes from a kick from Azares.
I kind of and I'm and I turn over.
You turn over.
Would you like some coffee?
Yeah, I'll be up in a minute. I'll meet you at the kitchen.
I'll get the kettle boiling. I'm gonna head to the kitchen.
Okay. So, Razix, you've also come awake around this point. You can hear the kind of heavy footfalls of a figure passing outside your room, but you look to your side and you can see that Kosh's bed is empty. So what would you like to do?
I'm going. I'd like to investigate the room to see if I can kind of figure out if he left any note or anything to tell me where he's gone.
Okay, well, why don't you just make an investigation check then?
Sweet.
First roll.
So what is my perception? I rolled a 19.
An investigation check, sorry.
Oh, sorry. In that case, I rolled an 18.
An 18. Okay. You take a good rummage around the room, poking through some of Kosh's stuff they would have left, but you don't find any note that he has left.
His loss. And I put on my stuff and head towards the breakfast table.
Okay. So yeah, as you walk into the kitchen, you would see Azaris there, putting the kettle on.
Good morning.
Razix. Sleep well?
I always sleep well. I don't know why. I'm a very heavy sleeper.
Cool.
How about you?
I slept well. It was a frustrating day yesterday. I feel like my skills are failing me, and yeah. Hope today's a better day.
I guarantee you it will be.
Take your word for it. Where's Kosh? Is he up?
He wasn't in the room when I awoke, and I couldn't seem to find anything of note, anything to tell me where he had gone. He seemed to have vanished.
I wonder if you ought to let Gelder know. Well, hopefully nothing bad's happened to him.
We need his explodey gun.
Yes, it does make a rather loud bang, doesn't it?
Would you like coffee?
Oh, yes. I'm putting the kettle on. It seems like our friend Talora could use a cup, so I'll just make for everyone. If they don't want it, then whatever. Start pouring some cups.
Sure. Okay. At this point, I would also say that Reg and Vicari, you both kind of come awake, and what would you like to do?
I mean, as usual, I'm very methodically putting on my vestments and getting the large lavalier I have and just chaining it around me, making sure I look nice and spiffy and presentable, grabbing my staff and heading out towards the dining area.
As usual, I'm incredibly unmethodically putting on my armor. And I make the effort to make sure both my shoes are on the right feet, but other than that, I'll throw my stuff on and I'll go down.
Okay. So you all both make your way through to the kitchen, and you can see Azaris and Razix there. Azaris seems to be brewing coffee.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Coffee?
Yeah, alright.
How do you take it?
Hot.
Here you go.
Brilliant. Thanks. I'll take a coffee.
Okay.
So it seems Kosh has disappeared. Hopefully nothing serious. Did he tell you guys where he was going?
No, he's not said anything to me.
Well, judging by the funny ad, he's probably gone back to that club.
Oh, please, not again.
Yeah, I ain't going in after him this time.
Oh, let's hope he's all right then. I'll check with Gelder if he said anything about him taking the day. But yeah.
Yeah, alright.
So.
I'll start heading up to Gelder's office. Check on.
Okay. Sure thing. So do you guys just knock on the door or just go in?
I'll knock on the door.
Okay. You hear a voice call from the other side. Hi, come in. Come in.
I'll go in.
All right.
Let's walk away.
Is it is it just Reg going in, or has everyone else come with them? Except Talora, who's still lying in bed.
Reg is ding-donging ditch from Gelder in his own.
Those damnable Ravnica children.
I would join.
Yeah.
I'll come with coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hi, come in. How'd you guys get on yesterday then?
Well, remember when you said about what was about being subtle, right?
Aye, yeah.
Yeah, well, we might have done a little bit of prize fighting in the middle of a nightclub.
In the Rakdos Club.
Yeah, the Devil's Vice.
At this, he kind of puts his hand on his face and says, "Why on earth would you do that?"
Well, they said that was the only way here we'd get information.
Well, did you get information at least?
Yes.
And a bunch of money.
Well, money's good, aye. But what about the information? What did you learn?
Well, we learned that with Mr. Meldon's motive, actually. He had a mate who was killed by that lot, and by the Orzhov, actually. He was working for him. And now he's getting his revenge.
His revenge? Against who? The whole of the Orzhov?
Ah, no, this noble's bunch of mates.
Talon Bordeaux? Name ringing any bells?
Not immediately, no. I can do some digging for you if you want, but it may take a wee while.
More information the better, otherwise we just pitch up and knock on their door, I guess.
But what exactly is Meldon doing to them? Is he
just killing them off.
killing them off?
Yeah.
Well, how many of them are left?
Just this Talon fella.
Right. Well, I'd suggest you maybe go and talk to him first. Maybe he wants your help in tracking down Meldon. Maybe he has one for
Well, that's what I was thinking. We could get Meldon to come to kill him, but then, and here's where I've been thinking about this plan, actually. We could kill Meldon instead.
That is a rather good plan.
Reg, I love that plan.
Well, that's why they call me the Star of the Legion, mate.
Reg, who calls you that?
Oh, well, look,
Mr.
the last letter I got from my mother was very nice, actually.
Well, I would say if you're going to pay him a visit, this Talon character, just be careful. He is, I know obviously we have the fine man himself, Vikeru, with us, but they don't always take well to unannounced visitors, so just be on your guard if you do go.
We'll let Vikeru do the talking.
That's probably for the best, aye.
Oh, Gil, did you know where Kosh went?
No? Is he not here?
No. Didn't let any of us know that he was going anywhere, so I hope he's alright.
Hope so too, aye. Did he come back with you last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stayed up drinking, I believe.
I remember drinking with him and Talora, but it was only like Kosh wasn't in his bed when I woke up this morning.
Was his bed made, or had he slept in it?
I believe it was made.
Aye. Well, maybe he didn't sleep in it, or maybe he did and then made the bed. But who knows? But anyway, I haven't heard tell of where he might have gone. Maybe he's in a gutter somewhere.
No,
Maybe he went back to the club.
I get the feeling if Kosh was dead in a gutter, we'd probably all be there with him.
Well, based on last night's events, I'm not so sure about that, but
Well,
yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know if he shows up. Hang about. I'm gonna get my sending stone out.
Oh gosh.
And I'm gonna clutch it in my hand. And I'm gonna go, where you gone?
Okay, you think you send the message and you wait for a response, but nothing comes.
Oh, my pebble's broken.
Oh no. The service is pretty shitty in this area, I won't lie.
How many bars is your sending stone getting?
Gosh.
Oh my goodness. Right. Well, I reckon we should get to this Talon fella before Meldon does.
Yeah.
If
that
he
would be
hasn't
a way.
already.
Aye, that's the danger, I think. Just be careful. This I don't like the sound of him. This Meldon.
He's a piece of work, surely.
Yeah, he's an interesting one. Looking forward to killing him though.
Me too.
I admire the optimism.
All
We'll
right.
find a Meldon.
Well, I'll start picking up my stuff and getting ready to head out.
Should we wake up to Laura?
Yeah, I'll go get her. I'll mission out the room.
Oh, yeah, I'll fetch Mr. Nibbles from my room as well.
Okay.
Right.
Don't want to forget him. Okay, yeah. So as Aries, you come back to your room, and Flora's still lying on the bed. Seems to have fallen back to sleep.
I'll stand there. I'm gonna pick up the side of the bed. Time to go. Get up.
Jesus. Could you like do that a little more? Yeah, I'm coming. Okay.
Good.
All right.
I'll put it down.
Get up. Okay. Yeah. I get ready and disorientedly, and I'm like, what about that coffee? You got coffee?
In the kitchen. We'll meet you downstairs. As I wander out the door.
Okay.
I
So-
grab my things. I run to the kitchen, grab a quick cup of coffee, and go downstairs.
Okay. So are you all just heading back outside onto the street?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd just be like out the front getting ready.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys are all there. What would you like to do?
Who's outside with me? Oh, those guys are still inside, right?
Well, I would say you would be first out. Yeah. If there's anything you want to do yourself.
No, I just I chat to, I imagine, Vikaru and Razix.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right, well, we might be wanting some supplies, you know, in the aid of, well, not dying.
While I would enjoy seeing this one, I point to Razix, attempt to make a transaction with some of the colorful characters I've seen already.
I understood about 80% of that, and that would, yeah, be pretty funny.
I'd like to think that I'm just a cash in, cash out kind of guy. No talking.
Oh my gosh.
Well, mate, you are more than welcome to take the lead.
All right. I would say at this point, probably Azares and Talura have made their way outside. So
Morning.
You look worse than I do.
Yeah, you know, drinking is not my forte, turns out. Learned that the hard way.
You'll survive, don't worry.
Are we leaving? Are we going? What's happening? Where are we going?
Well, it looks like you could do with a healing potion, so I'll say we go buy some.
Yeah, how about somebody besides me buys things today? I'm just gonna follow you guys. While I
Alright.
still wake up and drink my coffee. Oh, by the way, Kosh said he wasn't gonna be here today.
We had figured that out by now, yeah. What's he doing?
Yeah, he said to tell you guys last night that he was doing Izzity things, whatever that means. I don't know.
Well,
He said he'd
hopefully he
be
doesn't
back
blow
at some
himself
point.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's as much of a possibility as anything. But okay, yeah, we're ready. Let's go.
Alright.
I got my coffee. Let's do this.
Where to, Reg?
what would you like to look for, Reg?
Well, I'd like to look for some sort of supplies store. I'm I guess a magical shop, really, right? I want
Okay.
potions, basically.
Potions. Okay. All right. Why don't you make an investigation check?
Oh, God. All right. What's my investigation? It is... Oh, I'm proficient. Yes. That makes
Here
up
we
for my 8 intelligence. That is a 12.
A 12. Okay. After wandering the streets of the precinct for about 10, 20 minutes, so you find a likely looking place that has a sign above it that says Augury and Alchemy. And you would assume that you could find healing potions in there if you want to go inside.
Yeah, I'll turn to the group like, oh, this place looks good.
Okay. Are you all just going to head inside, or does anyone want to wait outside, or?
I'll go
I'm
inside as
absolutely heading inside.
Okay.
I will as well.
transactions.
Alright. Okay. So, give me a second. Alright. You guys make your way inside Augury and Alchemy, and it's quite a pleasant shop. There's a nice herby smell to it. You can see going around the sides of the room and on tables with shelves and things like that. There's various herbs and planters with plants growing in, kind of overflowing, and a lot of ivy and greenery, and it's quite a fresh seeming place. You can see towards the back of the shop there's a long counter And behind that are various shelves with different shaped potion bottles and colors of potion. You can see behind the counter as well as an elderly looking Loxodon. He's got kind of grubby green and white Selesnya robes on. He's got kind of bristly hair that sticks out of his large ears, and he looks quite heavily wrinkled, and his face is quite droopy. And as you enter, he says, "Hello. How can I help you?"
I'm gonna look up and go, "Alright. Potions.
What kind of potions would you like?
Healing ones.
We have a lot of healing potions. The standard healing potion, the greater healing potion, the superior healing potion, and the supreme healing potion."
Vicario, this seems a bit more like your thing, to be honest.
Well, to be honest with you, I've never needed to purchase healing potions, considering I have the power of healing coursing through my veins.
Yeah, you're like Superman. I can heal
Have
shit.
fun.
How much is the base version?
The standard healing potion is 50 gold each.
Do I dare ask what's the difference, guys? I don't know.
Standard is 2d4 plus 2. Greater is 4d4 plus 4. Healing.
The greater healing potion is 150 gold.
Well, I reckon we should all get at least a regular one each.
I concur. I don't want to have to run up to you and save you every time.
Azaris, have you still got that one I gave you?
Yes, I do.
Right, you can buy mine then. I'm gonna start rummaging around the shop.
Considering you got this one for free, I don't see how that's fair, Reg. How about I just give you this one back,
Alright.
and then I'll buy one.
I mean, that works very similarly.
Same thing.
I'm not going to buy two for you. I don't have enough.
Oh no, you just be buying me one and you keep that one.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, fine. Then sure. I'll do that.
Glad
I'll
we
buy
cleared
one.
that up.
How much are they? It's early. I'm not a morning person.
Little did we know, Reg is a scam artist.
No, I'm merely an investor. I should be in the Uzo.
No.
How much are
Well,
they?
give me time, mate.
They are 50 gold
Right.
each.
How many does he have?
You can't see behind
What?
the shelf, but he hasn't said.
Hmm.
Do you want to ask him how many he has?
Yeah, how many do you have of those?
I will have to go and count. It may be some time, but there is enough for at least one to each of you.
All right. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
I'll take one. Thank you.
So 4 healing potions,
No, thanks. I don't need one.
3 healing potions.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Justin's just running speed running for dying in D&D.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fine.
I think Dara said that too, didn't he?
The Loxodon reaches down and he holds out kind of a small line, or like a metal tray, which has small little, almost beaker-sized potions in it, and he pulls out 3 and places them on the counter in front of you and says, "Is there anything else? I have more than just healing potions, and I have more than just potions."
Yeah, you got anything that helps with stabbing Rakdos?
I'm not one for violence, but I have brewed a few, but they might not help you stab the people.
Well, what do they do then?
Well, I have a potion of fire breathing.
I love that.
You want the potion of fire
wait.
breathing?
Does it do what it says on the bottle?
It makes you breathe fire.
Right, how much is that?
150 gold.
I'll give you 100.
No, I need to make money.
I'll give you 120.
All right, make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Poor
gosh.
Loxodon. He runs his wee shop.
Persuasion. Oh, it's a flat 0. Let's go. Oh, that's an 18.
Not 120. How about 130?
Yeah, alright.
Very well. And he reaches down below the counter and pulls out. This is kind of a larger potion, and you can see there's kind of an orange liquid inside it that flickers, and the top of the bottle is kind of filled with a smoke that kind of drifts around, and he hands it to you. If you hand him the gold.
Yeah, I'll hand him 130 gold.
I forgot to ask, sorry, did we divvy up our gold
Yeah, we did.
from last time?
We did.
Okay.
Okay. Connor, I'm just going to send you the text for a potion of fire breathing, just in
Alrighty.
case you don't have it. But for anyone who doesn't know, so after drinking a potion of fire breathing, you can, as a bonus action, exhale fire in a 30 feet range in front of you. Or a target within 30 feet of you, and it must make a dexterity saving throw before, or it takes some damage. So it's, and you can do it 3 times within an hour.
Amazing.
So
I regret nothing. Alright.
I'll hand Reg the second healing potion as well.
okay.
So you add that to your inventory.
Right.
Is there anything else? I have more potions.
I was wondering if you had any potions of restoration, something that would deal with poisons or curses or diseases.
I can prepare a poultice, but I'm not sure about a potion. But you would need to bring the injured one to me, and I would administer it to them.
That is at least good information to have, that you
It
are
is,
available here.
yes. Always available here, yes.
Potion seller.
I require your strongest potion.
My name is Farim.
Farim?
Farim.
I'm curious about what you would consider your most potent potion.
Well, I have a potion of speed, though I don't drink it myself, as you can probably tell.
Oh my god.
Nice one.
That one runs 400 of gold.
And what are its effects?
All right, I shall just paste them to you, Justin, on Discord, just to save the time. But for basically for anyone, you get the effects of the haste spell for 1 minute, and it so that's basically speed doubled, +2 to AC, and advantage on dex saves, and you gain an additional attack action on each turn.
Doesn't really suit my style.
Okay, then. Anyone else want the potion of speed?
Mm-mm.
No?
I think we're good.
Coffers are a little late on my end.
I see.
You say coffins?
Yes, Reg, coffins.
I'm not sure about him.
Is there-
anything else of note that you have?
I have some lovely fresh fruit and vegetables if you're interested.
I meant potions.
Potions? Well, I have a potion of flying that I procured from an Izzard man.
How much?
That is 500 gold.
How do you know it works?
Well, he had several of them and he flew in here.
That's probably a
So-
good sign. Yeah.
I think it works.
Hmm. It's fine. Don't have that money, unfortunately. That's it for me.
Very well. For the rest of you, anything else?
Okay, thank you.
None for
Thank
me,
you
thanks.
all for your patron. It has been a pleasure.
Have a good day.
Right.
All right,
Shuffle, shuffle.
y'all make your way back out onto the streets. Okay.
Once we get like what I would consider out of earshot, I would just say, Wow. I thought I've seen it all when it came to transactions, but I have literally had faster transactions between two Azorius functionaries who are steeped within paperwork.
Right. Oh, he was alright though. He was nice. Gave me a little
Nice
bit
and
of a discount.
Reg,
thought
you're
you'd like
just
that?
saying that because you managed to procure a discount.
Well, yeah, he was nice. You know, we're buying a lot of stuff.
All right. Either way, should we be getting off? Where are we going again? Are we going to the Orzhov guy?
Oh
Is that
yeah,
where-
you were asleep. Yeah, remember that Orzhov guy who Meldon wants to murder?
Yeah, that one.
We're going there. Yeah.
Okay. I figured.
Gary, you know where he stays, right?
Yeah, just so Vicaru would have a pretty solid idea of where. Maybe not exactly. It might take a little bit of searching around to find the exact.
So
date or
I
manner.
assume with the wealth that this person appears to hold, I'd assume that he would be relatively close to Viscopa Bank, probably somewhere in Precinct 1. The exact location, though, I'm not sure about.
Well, we can get over there, and I'm sure people locally might know more, right?
Likely.
If he's an important guy, I'm sure a lot of people know where he is.
Okay.
Let's head over there then.
So you guys are making your way to around this kind of Orzhov Bank area and into Precinct 1. Okay. So you guys kind of travel through the city for about 20 minutes or so to get there until you kind of arrive on essentially kind of the bustling streets outside the bank. And you can see it's got kind of tall spires and there's lots of people flittering to and from. Several people in the white and gold and black robes of the Orzhov Syndicate seem to be milling around and discussing things. There's a sense of, or a smell of coin in the air, I guess would be the best way to put it.
I love the smell of coins in the morning.
Pennies. Right.
Well, Vicaru, who looks like they know things. It's not exactly the kind of people we hang out with.
Do you want to take a look around, Vicaru, and see if there's anyone of note?
I was going to suggest heading over to the bank and asking for his account records. Not all of them, of course, just where he lives.
Can the bank do that?
Well, they might if I ask.
Ain't you got privacy things about that?
Yes, well, one thing you'll learn about interacting with the Orzhov is if you have the right price, things can be worked out.
Hang about, how much money you got?
Have enough. See, I don't waste money on potions that can make me breathe fire.
Mate, if I've ever heard of anything that's a waste of money, it's not that, is it?
We'll see.
All right,
will.
you take the lead then.
Okay, so led by Vicaru, you make your way up the kind of stone steps that lead into the front entrance of the bank, passing through kind of different huddles and groups of people until you enter inside, and it's very dark and shadowy. There's kind of candelabra hanging off to the sides of where you enter from, and it doesn't feel like a regular bank. It's very large and open top, very cathedral-esque and Gothic in the stylings. There's tall, pointed steeples, and kind of off to one side you can see there's a various line of pews that lead up to a large altar with some stained glass behind it. But just directly in front you can see was essentially 4 small windows with like iron bars in front of them, and there's a queue that kind of leads up to them, which is where you would assume the bank tellers are if you want to join the queue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in line.
Are you all joining the queue or just Vicaru?
I would actually hang back. I wouldn't queue with them.
Okay.
I'll keep a distance and just watch.
Okay. Talora, Razix, what are you guys doing?
I'll go with him, sure.
Okay.
I would stay back.
Okay. So you three would just you could easily find like a stone bench if you want to sit down there and just essentially wait.
Yeah, I'd
There's
just
nothing
be.
else you guys want to do.
I'd be being wary, not like super on guard, but mostly just curious. I've never really been here before.
Okay, sure. Okay, so Vicaru, Talora, you guys join the queue, and after a couple minutes or so, the queue filters down until you guys are at the front, and then you hear a voice call out, "Next!"
There you go. walk up.
Okay. So yeah, you walk up to the front entrance or not the front entrance, but the window where the teller is, and you can see it seems to be some form of elven man, whether half elf or full elf, you can't quite tell. He has a small round hat on that kind of covers most of his hair and his ears, and he's wearing more sort of Orzhov vestments, and he looks up and says, "How can we help you today?"
Well, I was wondering if you could give me a little bit of information about what I would only assume would be a patron at this establishment. I forgot the name of the guy.
Oh, it's Tellin Pordo.
Sorry, what was that?
Tellin Pordo.
I couldn't find my notes.
That's okay.
All right. Yes, I'm looking for the address of a acquaintance of mine, Tellin Bordeaux.
Tellin Pordo is a patron of this bank, but I don't know if I feel comfortable giving out his information. Who exactly are you?
My name is Vikaru Morova. As you can plainly see, I'm a member of our great Church of Deals.
The Church of Deals.
That's what it's called. It's
Got
called
the best deals.
Deals.
Yes, and I simply need to assist him in a very sensitive matter.
Okay, Justin, why don't you make it? I'd say you can either make a persuasion or a deception check here with your silver tongue working its magic.
I'm going to try and persuade this individual to give me what I want. I got a 21.
21. Oh, I see. You're trying to reach him. Well, that's quite all right. If you give me a moment, I shall check our records and get his address for you. Is there anything else you wish to know?
Nope, that's everything for now.
Very well, if you'll pardon me for a moment. And he kind of shuffles off to the back. You can see the kind of exits through a small side door. And a few moments pass before he returns with a small piece of paper, which is kind of gold leafed around the edges, apart from where the bottom there's a Orzhov sun symbol, and he hands it to you, and it has an address on it. And he says, "You'll find Tellin there.
Thank you very much.
Do let him know that Parson sent you. I've been trying to reach him for some time."
I will do.
Pleasure. What was that, miss?
Oh, how long has he been not showing up?
Oh, he was here a few days ago, but I have a business proposition for him. I would most like to talk to him about.
Excellent.
I'll be sure to pass that along.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right, so you guys move off, and I assume join the other three. So you three who've just been kind of keeping an eye out, you haven't really seen anything of note, just various people coming in, serious-looking men and women going up to the bank tellers or moving off and sitting at the altars, but no one really catches your eye, and you see the other two return over to you.
The fact that he hasn't been here in a few days is not exactly very good, I would say.
Maybe he's just bunkering down, knowing that he's got a mad jester on his tail.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's hope he took that as a sign of warning, yes.
Vikaru, I imagine you're not like private security in that. I think he might be,
Well, someone with his proposed wealth. If this person is hiring a large Rakdos entourage for a party, then I assume they have quite a bit of influence. My assumption is that this individual would live in a manor with some gargoyles and thralls at the very least, but I'm not entirely sure.
Right, that doesn't sound great. I don't like thralls.
Well, as long as you don't hinder their progress, what they've been told to do, they're usually quite docile.
Yeah, it's more the whole, horrifying flesh mask thing I don't really like.
Well, look at it this way. We don't waste any part of people.
That does not make it sound any better.
Sorry, for a minute there I thought Razix was talking.
I knew that was coming.
Well, at least we got the address, so we can head over.
Alright, well, I say we get over there as quick as we can.
Yeah, let's see if this poor fellow's still alive.
Okay, so you guys just making your way to the address.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it is in Precinct 1, so it only takes about 10 minutes or so after passing through the streets to make your way there. And as you arrive, it's alongside kind of a street, and you can see there's various other large-looking estates that kind of flank it and are around in the area. It seems quite a wealthy area that you are in. But the estate for Talon himself, it has a large stone wall that kind of goes around it in pretty much a rectangle or a square. It's about 15 feet tall, this wall, and you can see that right along the top of it are several sharp black iron spikes that point upwards. The estate itself that you can just make out behind the walls, you can see several sharp angled steeples on the roof itself, and it's kind of a U-shaped building. It seems to be from the angle you're staring at it. But that's about as much as you can see. The walls are pretty high, but you can see a gate that faces onto the street.
Whoa.
I mean, there's a guard in front of the gate.
There are no guards in front of the gate.
Oh.
Well,
Is
I guess
the
we'll go up
gate
to the gate.
open?
If you guys are kind of far away, if you want to check that as areas, you can make a perception check.
All right. What's my perception? That is a 15.
15.
Yeah.
You're a little too far away to tell exactly. It looks closed.
Okay.
Basically, it could be open, but it looks closed. It's not wide open.
Oh, only ways forwards, I guess.
Yeah, I start walking towards the gate.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys get a little bit closer towards the gate, you can see that it's made of bronze or something that looks like gold anyway, but maybe not actual gold. But there's not much detail on the gates themselves. It's just long, thin bars with kind of an arch overhead, and you can see made out of the metal of the gate is the Orzhov Syndicate symbol, the sun, with all this kind of spikes jutting off it, just at the top of the gate. But as you get closer, you can see that the gate is not closed. It is open, but very, very slightly.
Right. I'm gonna whip my bow out. No.
I'm gonna take my staff and kind of nudge it open.
A quick question. We can't see through. Is that like
Oh,
bar?
sorry. Yeah, no, it is. You can see through the bar. You can see there's kind of a cobble road that leads up to what would be you can see the front entrance.
Is
of
there
the estate.
any living thing visible in the
Yeah. Do you guys see anything? Anyone?
Why don't... Well, Reg, you can make a perception check. I guess you're probably all looking quite intently, so Reg, you can have advantage, or someone else can also roll.
Should I just roll it with advantage? I'm proficient, so. That's well. First one's an 18. The second one is a 5. So yeah, 18.
All right. So, looking around the estate itself, you can see that it is kind of a U-shaped building. There's these various gardens in front of it with looks like winding stone paths through it, where there's kind of benches and mostly simple bushes and hedgerows and the occasional tree dotted around. But the main structure itself faces onto you. It's a 2-story building comprised of mainly kind of a pale brick or stone, it looks like. And it's broken up by these large, tall windows that run along the walls and outside of the building. And this cobblestone path leads up to the front doors. And you can see just carved basically above the stonework is another symbol again of the Orzhov Syndicate. But looking around just off to your left in amongst one of the hedgerows, it just catches your eye. It's the glint of what looks to be an armored boot. The metal on it kind of catches the sunlight.
I'm gonna start skulking in, arrow on string.
Okay, okay, sure. Vicari, you said you still want to prod on the gate.
Open it with my staff.
Okay,
as soon as he does that, I'll slip through.
Okay, all right. Reg, why don't you make a stealth check whilst we're waiting for that. Razix, Vicari, you prod on the gate, and it kind of slowly opens with that kind of foreboding. But nothing else happens. So, Reg, what did you roll on your
I haven't rolled it yet. Sorry, I was just checking a class thing. But it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. I have disadvantage because I'm in splint mail. So,
okay.
I have disadvantage on the first one's a 2. So, and the next one's a 19. So that's a 2.
Right.
Wait, let me check my...
he smashed
but I'm
his
plus
way
3, so it's a 5.
It's all fine now.
All right.
Everything is fine.
Vicari,
5 out of 5.
As you kind of scooch the gate open, Reg starts to skulk through, and he's looking pretty stealthy. Then his foot gets caught in between the bars, and he just trips up and falls.
And loudly yell, "Bugger! Bugger! Dung!"
Reg, jeez. Well, I guess if anyone is there, they know we're here now, so.
Well, we like to invite trouble anyway.
True.
I'll get up and dust myself off.
I was gonna say, can we go inside?
Yeah, sure. Your idea is.
I'm keeping an eye on where I saw that boot.
Sure.
And I'll say to the group, like, oh, there's something in the bush.
Well, let's go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have my mason shield kind of.
Okay. So as you
ready.
guys kind of pass through this gate, are you all moving stealthily, or just you're not making a lot of noise? You're just walking normally, essentially.
Yeah, I'm skulking, kind of.
You're skulking, but okay. Okay, so you all kind of pass through, and you make your way over to where this boot is kind of poking out of a hedgerow, and Red should be the first one to arrive there, so you were leading everyone. So yeah, you can just see this boot that's poking out from beneath the hedgerow, and it's looks to be of a very...
Can I stop, like, 20
Sure.
feet away?
Okay.
And use my primeval awareness to basically to communicate to Nibbles to kind of go and have a look, like
Okay.
go and like pull it, like I guess like bring it to me, basically like grab the foot and bring.
Okay. So okay,
Go
Nibbles
get it,
kind
boy! Go get it!
Exactly.
Nibbles kind of
get
wags
the
his tail
body.
and excitedly moves off towards the bush, and he starts to tug. He takes the kind of the shoe of the boot in his mouth and starts to tug and pull, and he's kind of struggling with it, but gradually you can see more and more of like a full plate armored leg is gradually exposed, and you can make out probably from this distance it seems to be a shiny silver armor which has kind of a gold edge to it, just as the leg's kind of being carried out.
Let me guess, he's not moving, or like whatever's attached to that leg is not moving.
No, there doesn't seem to be any struggle or
Uh-huh.
anything like
As soon
that.
as it's like a little bit clear, I'll go and start taking a look. Do I recognize any like? I'd be looking for like insignia or.
Yeah, sure. So is it just Reg going over, or the rest of you going as well?
I'll come as well.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're all going over. Okay, so you guys all approach, and as you can see, Nibbles is kind of pulling more and more of the body out, and it gradually exposes more and more of this figure, essentially in a full suit of what looks to be Orzhov plate armor.
Yikes.
You can see it has the sun symbol emblazoned into the chest of the metal, and it has a kind of the conical Orzhov helmet on with kind of the single lens in the center. However, the helmet in the head has a large dent in it, where it looks like he obviously suffered some form of head wound.
He fell over probably.
Yeah,
I
might
did
just-
it earlier. It's easy. You've already tripped.
Can I like kneel down to said individual and see like probably dead? Check, make sure if he's dead, and if he's not, or
Okay.
you know,
So you,
help him out.
are you just looking for any sort of signs of life or anything like that?
Basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
just you can make an investigation check here,
Can I? Oh, I was gonna say.
or a medicine check actually.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, can
You're
I use
checking
a
if-
medicine check?
Yeah,
I guess.
that's fine. That's fine.
I'm at least proficient in that. 7.
7. Okay, I mean it's not that hard to tell. You put your hands on or your fingers on the neck. You don't feel a pulse, whether or not that's because you can't find the pulse or he doesn't have a pulse. But the skin is quite cold to the touch, at least.
Well, boys, this is not looking good.
Yes, it's looking more and more like instead of a rescue mission, we are on a recovery mission.
Whoa. I reckon we keep going. Not much we can do with this one.
Just be on your
Correct.
guard, because chances are whatever did this is probably still all around.
They may still be here. Exactly.
It's also important to note that this individual was in a bush. That doesn't seem very Rakdos to me, but
Someone try to hide the body, you think?
I don't see why this guard would be in a bush, dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
rat does
definitely.
like to
Strange
make a
place to
show.
fight.
Well, he might have been, going for a. Yeah, well, never mind. Yeah.
Can I check to see what he has on him, if anything?
Sure, yeah. Why don't you make an investigation check?
Dead body got a loot.
13.
13. You can pat him down. You can see his hand is still clutching a short mace. It looks quite ornate and fancy, and kind of poking through his like belt and pouches and stuff like that. You come up with about 4 gold.
Okay. Yeah,
That's about it. There's nothing else of note. on there.
We'll just leave him there.
Okay.
We better move a little bit quickly though, because chances are, if we have a chance and this is recent, then we might be able to at least stop what's his face from dying.
Did the corpse feel like it was recently dead?
It was a little chilly, so it would have been dead for a while, I imagine. For a little bit, anyway.
His head's a bit bashed in as well.
Yes,
And
that's
again,
obvious.
like you said, he'd been drug into a bush, so this is not something that happened spur of the moment. This is methodical.
Yeah.
So, we should get going.
Be on your guard.
Yep.
Okay. So what's the plan now? You guys wanting to make your way towards the estate, or look around the gardens more, or?
I'd keep looking around the gardens a little bit.
To say, is there like a back entrance or something, that a window so we can peer into?
Okay, so, well, first of all, Razix, why don't you make a perception check, looking towards the windows to see if there's any that seem to show anything.
I rolled a 15.
15. From the windows that you can see, some of them are a little far off on the building, but most of the curtains seem to be shut. There doesn't seem to be any that are open that you would be able to kind of poke through. Reg, if you're looking through the garden, is anyone else looking through the garden, or is it just Reg?
I'm looking around as well,
Okay.
see if I can spot anything.
All right. So, Reg, you can either roll this with advantage, or two people can roll, whatever you prefer. I don't mind.
What am I rolling?
An investigation check.
All right.
Just roll the dice. Like, it doesn't matter.
That's a natural 20. So
A natural 20.
Hey!
Damn!
Okay.
this dice is doing work for me. It's a good boy. It's a red and blue little is-it dice.
Lovely. Okay. So you, with the help of Zeri, start poking through the rest of the gardens, and they are quite large and ornate, but gradually, as you begin to search more and more of kind of the shrubbery and bushes, you come across more and more bodies. Some of them are clearly Orzhov corpses. However, others seem to be figures dressed in various animal furs and hides and adorned with various paints and tattoos. They look like Gruul clan members.
Uh-oh.
And you can note one symbol adorns each of them, which is kind of clear. It's essentially, if you imagine a circle and then two half circles around that. And it's almost all of them have it on their forehead. You probably could guess that this is essentially the clan symbol. You've encountered enough Gruul to know that they would do that.
Okay.
Ruler also involved? Jesus Christ.
Were they all in the bushes?
Some of the Gruul members weren't. Some of them were just kind of hiding in not hiding. some of their bodies were kind of face down in the long grass, but it seems to be that the Orzhov ones were hidden away deliberately.
I would, at this point, start looking for thralls. Are there any thralls running around?
Just, I mean, like flying through the air around the structure, or the bodies of thralls.
Yeah, like if there are any bodies of thralls, or if there are any thralls that I see flying around or like hiding.
Okay. Why don't you make a perception check?
19 roll plus 2, so 21.
21. Okay, you take a good look around, staring at all the different bodies that Reg and Azaris have uncovered, and also looking along the kind of eaves of the building and in the sky, but you don't see a single one fluttering around.
Interesting.
They smell. Questions to ask. Like dead people smell.
Oh, I thought you were asking.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking Vicarious.
Sorry, I'm asking you, God.
Yes, Azaris.
Some of them smell of blood, and specifically the Gruul members just have a foul odor to them of like sweat and animal fat and whatever else they kind of rub on themselves.
Yum.
Yeah, but there's no. If you're looking for like the smell of rot or decay, I wouldn't say there's anything like that on them.
So
Okay.
very fresh.
He'll turn to Azaris and say, "Now, the last person who I told this to didn't listen, but be careful. When a Gruul are around, it's never a good sign."
We'll have our guard up. Don't worry. Should we check inside?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's all that's left.
Anybody's home.
Okay. So what are you doing here? You guys just walking up towards the front door?
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight up to the front.
Well, I would want to do something when we're about 30 feet away.
Okay, sure. So you guys get closer, and the other sides of the building kind of start to flank around you until you gradually come up this cobblestone path. It's quite ornate. You can see there's several large planters and vases that kind of decorate the main thoroughfare. Some of them look to be broken or smashed apart. So, Vicari, what would you like about 30 feet from the door now? What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy on the door, attempting to swing it open. If it is unlocked, it swings open. If it is locked, nothing happens to it.
Does he tell us he's doing this before we go, or was it just like, oh my god, there's ghosts?
Vicari, do you tell him?
I mean, I'm gonna like bang my staff on
Make
the
it
door.
obvious that he's like casting.
Okay, Vicari obviously does something, and then the doors kind of judder and shake just ever so slightly, but it doesn't fly open, unfortunately.
I will tell everyone. So the door's locked at least. Interesting.
Is something locked in?
Well, if there was a battle here, which it looked as if there was, why would someone go in, kill Talon, and then lock the door on the way out when there are bodies still here?
Unless they're still in there.
Maybe they didn't go in the
Fair.
door. I heard a story once about someone who went up to the ceiling and just smashed straight through the roof.
Oh my gosh. That's an old campaign reference. Don't worry about
What
it.
what a great reference.
That guy must have been a total idiot.
Who would do
I think it sounds brave.
Oh.
Okay.
Perhaps we should check for another source of entry. A hole, broken window, back door.
Okay, as you guys are discussing this, all of a sudden, one of the front-facing windows, there's a smash, and a chair basically comes flying through the window and just smashes apart on the ground in front of you, and you hear, just from inside, now that the window's kind of partially opened, a large amount of laughter. And
Would it be a familiar
Yeah,
cackle?
I was gonna say, do you recall that?
no, it doesn't sound like a gleeful cackle, like perhaps a jester's cackle. It sounds kind of a deeper.
Deepier.
Yeah, it sounds like a deeper.
Deepier.
A deeper and throatier.
When Craig goes too Scottish for his own good. It's deepier.
Right. Does anyone object to me smashing a door down?
Not in the slightest,
Not at
mate.
all.
Move
After
back.
you, man.
After you, yeah.
I will be
Right.
4 to 5 feet behind you.
All right.
Okay.
Horns down. I'm going for the door.
Okay. So, whilst you guys are all approaching this door, I'll come back to his areas once she's ready to kick the door down. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just...
Are you just flanking along the sides of the door?
No, I'm standing 10, 15 feet back waiting for it to open. Kind of, arrow at the door, Nibbles ready to go. Actually, I'd
Okay.
probably send Nibbles in with Azares.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be pretty much, I'd say 4 or 5 feet behind this Aries, ready to kind of go the direction she does.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
twin casting mage armor on myself and our other squishy friends.
Okay.
Or Nibbles.
Yeah.
Nibbles just brings himself back. He's fine.
Okay. All right. So everyone kind of takes their positions as Aries. You walk up to the door. How would you
Walk?
like to, are you wanting to charge at it from a distance?
I'm barging this door down.
Okay. All right. Okay. Why don't you make a athletics check?
Never
for me?
I
go
would-
full Minotaur.
Or actually, no, make a strength check, I guess. Would probably
Alright.
be easier.
I am also raging.
Okay, so you have an advantage on strength checks then, I believe, when you're raging, so you would have
think.
advantage on this, yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I do. All right. Where's my strength again? Shit. There. 5. Okay. That is a 22 for the first one,
Okay,
and then 20 for the other one.
okay, all right, that's enough. You drag your hoof through the ground, and then just all of a sudden just barrel forward and charge and just smash straight through the doors, and they just kind of smash apart, and you
So
can now
cool.
see into this large room. And if you
Oh,
just-
God.
So
Whenever I hear Clay go onto like a battle map, I just get scared. It's like, so give me a second for no reason.
Right, what do I see? I'm in
Okay.
first. What do I see?
okay, so look around, you can see that the floor and walls appear to be made of a pale white stone. It's quite a large open room that you can see. There are 4 large circular columns that kind of look to be supporting the roof towards the center and back of the room. Off to your left, you can just see there's looks to be a large bonfire comprised of what looks to be mostly wooden furniture that's burning. In front of that bonfire, you can see there's 2 Gruul clan members, both of them human, standing in front of it and just staring towards the flame, kind of chuckling and laughing to each other. Towards the center of the room, kind of just directly in front of you, you can see there's another Gruul clan member, seeming to be in the process of smashing apart a table with some form of mace or a club. He's just kind of hacking it to bits and reveling in the destruction. Off to the right, you can see 2 more of them who seem to be gleefully painting something along the walls of the room. And it looks to be, again another one of these symbols, the kind of small circular dot with the 2 half circles around it. Towards the back of the room, you can see there's a raised platform with steps leading up on the front and either side of it. And on the center of the platform is a tall, regal-looking chair. A throne might be too generous a description, but it's sort of a high-backed leather chair with buttons kind of pushed into it. And off to the left of the chair, you can see there's some sort of giant. It looks similar to an ogre, but it's a little bit shorter. You've kind of seen these before, maybe a half ogre. And it still stands about 15 feet tall. It's well muscled, and it seems to be covered in animal furs and various tattoos and paintings. And you can see it's holding a large battle axe in both of its hands. And you can see just off to the far right-hand corner of the room, there's a giant boar that seems to be snuffling through the broken apart furniture, and it seems to be have its fur braided, and you can see symbols painted on its flank. And as you just come crashing through this front door, basically, all of a sudden they all turn to look at you, and you hear one of the Gruul members yell out, "This is Clan Skyer territory!" Before we'll move to the battle map now.
Well, it's
Not anymore.
It's bloody not, is it?
All right.
What the rank?
So you guys are entering just on the left-hand side here. So I know some of you guys are a little bit further back, and I can't really extend the battle map because it's right at its edges. So if you guys just want to put yourself essentially on the far left, and we can just say you're an additional 50. Is that okay? I don't think there's a way I can do it.
I'll pop myself. I'll do it right here. I'll put Nibbles into the areas as well.
Okay.
Well, he'd be a little bit behind, I guess, like that.
Okay. Let me switch the music. And if you'd also all like to, once you positioned yourself, roll initiative for me.
All right.
FBI, open up.
Essentially.
This is where
Ravnica
Derek would walk in
PD.
and just be like, "Excuse me, you are not allowed under section 245.
There
of
are
the
so
Ravnica
many
Code."
permits needed for this. Oh wow, okay. Oh,
I've been rolling above 10 every roll today.
not great. Even with I'm an 11 for initiative. Let me roll it for Nibbles.
Yes.
All right.
People will die.
I keep trying to set my initiative, but it's not working.
You have to press enter.
I did, but okay.
That's
I
there
only
now.
did it that time.
Okay. All right. Talora starting us off. How about that, eh?
Run
Okay, so
down
Talora-
dies.
Talora, you're about 15 feet back. You could probably see over Razik's, Mr. Nibbles,
my
and
coffee.
Azaries.
Alright.
The one Gruul clan figure. Yeah, that one. But you probably couldn't see anything else in the room.
Okay, can I is there only the one door, or can I go in this one right here?
Yeah, there's that one there as well. If you want to try and open it.
I love that one's just
Ah,
open.
shit. I can't do that. I suppose I can't really get by
Oh, bloody
Azaries.
hell! It's Domri Raid.
I can't really get by Azaries and what's his face, Nibbles, right?
You could. There's enough space in the doors that you could scooch past them all if you wanted to. And I
Okay.
assume they wouldn't try and
Isn't it just
hinder you.
difficult terrain?
No. I just kind of want to slink beside them so that I can cast something into the room, basically.
What was that about difficult terrain?
Yeah, can't you move through willing creatures as difficult terrain?
Yeah, I believe you can if you wanted to do that, Laura. But you are still about 15 feet back, and then traveling through everyone else would probably take, I don't know, I guess if we are going for this difficult terrain thing, it'd be about 15 feet again.
Okay, so could I slide up right beside Nibbles?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's just say that. Yeah, I don't really mind. You can just go next to Nibbles.
I mean,
if
he's
you want to.
mid sprinting into the room
Yeah.
anyway. He'd be out
Yeah,
of the way
there's-
by the time you got there.
Yeah, I'm not really too fussed if you want to.
So I'll just go here and I'll pretend like I'm
Okay, so yeah, now you can pretty much see everything in the room.
Okay. I'm going to not mess around. I'm going to whip out a nice knife, and I'm going to. Can I aim for these guys up here on these steps, kind of?
What's the range on Ice Knife?
Oh shit, that's true.
They are. If you're wanting to hit the front one, 45
Let me
feet.
see. Sorry, let me see. 60 feet.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
All right, so I'm gonna go for the first one up front, in the front there.
Okay, go ahead.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
However,
Okay.
even if it misses, it's still technically doing.
Yeah. Okay. So
the same thing.
yeah, let's say you conjure the knife and zoom it forward, but it just misses them both clearly and just embeds itself into the large column next to them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
And then what's a dexterity saving throw from both of them?
Yes.
Okay, so the front guy, natural 20. The second guy is a 7. So I
No,
assume the
so-
7
Yeah,
fails.
he'll take damage. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. 6 damage. I rolled a 1 on one of the rolls.
Oh dear. Okay. And
6
is it
damage?
does the person who saves take half damage or is it
No, I don't take any damage.
Okay. All right. So the knife shatters and explodes, and the front one just kind of ducks beneath all the shrapnel, but the other one just kind of gets embedded with a few shards into her chest.
Oh,
Okay.
that was fun. That's all I'm doing.
All right. Azares.
All right, I'm going to. Hang on a second. I'm gonna. What's my javelin's range again?
I believe
Is it
it's
like
20.
I think it's
disadvantage.
20-40 for a javelin.
Yeah, it's 20 feet, I'm pretty
20.
sure.
All right, I'm gonna wake up my javelin and throw it at this guy.
That's some good Roman tactics you got there. I like a nice
guy, okay.
javelin charge.
Let me just double check javelins if it is
Is there a
20. Yeah, if you throw beyond so 20 is like the optimal range. If you throw beyond that up to 40, it will be at disadvantage.
Okay, then let me go for the first one then.
Oh, it's 30, 120. So I
Oh,
think
wow.
you could hit them then. Yeah, you could get them.
I can get the guy that's
Yeah, you
here.
can get them if you want to.
All right, so I'm
I
gonna
wish I
try.
could throw a javelin 120 feet. Holy crap.
You gotta eat them
You
proteins.
gotta be pumped.
What is it that's 21-40? Is it daggers?
I think it's throwing knives.
Ah, okay.
That is 13.
13 hits.
Sweet.
Like to roll damage.
And then 1d6 plus 3. Yep. That is 6, 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
You just, as you come charging through, you pull out this javelin and you just launch it like a missile, and it just embeds straight into this guy's shoulder, and it just pierces through, and you can see blood spray out behind him as he kind of stumbles and clutches at the wound, and you can see it starts to bleed freely down his chest, and he looks pretty hurt by that, but he's still standing.
All right.
So, anything else? You still got your movement, bonus action, if you'd like to do anything with those.
What's my divine fury again? While you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns of the weapon. That's melee, right? No, it's just any weapons.
Oh, you mean the radiant?
Yeah,
thing
the
for
divine fury.
Okay. Yeah, then if you want to.
So the first creature you hit doesn't say melee weapon. With a weapon attack, takes extra damage equal to 1d6 plus half your.
All right, okay. You can roll that now if you want.
Yeah. 6 plus half my barbarian level, so.
Okay. All right, so errata on what I just said about the guy surviving. As Azares launches the javelin, it seems to glow with a radiant light, and it smashes into his shoulder. But this time, the entire arm is just completely blown off in this explosion of radiant light, and he just crumples down to the floor.
Right, who's next? I'll just move in a little. Where can I see everyone? I'll just move out of people's way over here. Ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, Vicario.
All right, so I am going to move up here. What is my
Okay.
range on this? 60 feet? How far is this? Oh, sweet. It's awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna say like, so like they were like, this is some other nonsense territory. I'm like, no, actually, it isn't. It's Orzhov territory.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon. I'm gonna
Okay.
hit this ugly monster in the face.
Sure. Go ahead.
Floaty disc of death.
Oh yay! I got, what is that? An 8.
An 8. I'm afraid that doesn't hit.
Luckily, spiritual weapon's a bonus action, so I'm going to take a normal action.
Okay.
And I am
just,
going
like, bumps
to.
into him?
I guess I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay, who would you like to cast Toll the Dead on?
This ugly person. I'm
Okay.
quite angry at these girl people for doing what they did to Daryl.
Okay, that is a 7 total again, so I assume that fails if you want to roll damage.
That fails, so they are going to take a d8. They take 4 damage.
Okay, and it's necrotic damage, yeah.
Yes. As
Okay.
they hear the bell toll, I remind them that Darrow's death will not be in vain.
Okay, so as you do, she kind of shakes with pain before her eyes just kind of snap open, and she just laughs and seems to shake it off and revels in the pain, essentially. Seems to have hurt her in some way. Okay. Okay, me and Mr. Nibbles rolled the same, so why don't we do a contested dexterity check between me and Mr. Nibbles? All right, so I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 14, actually, with my mod. There you go, 10 plus
All right, okay. Well done, Mr. Nibbles. So if you'd like to act first.
Better than Talora. All right, let's... How far is that? I'm gonna run and... Mr. Nibbles wouldn't give a flying fuck, would he? I'm gonna run up to this person and attack them.
Okay, go ahead.
My bite. It's +4 to hit, so that is a 13 overall.
That hits.
Okay. 4, 2d4 plus 4, so 2 and 2, so 8 points of piercing damage.
All right, okay. So as the Gruul clan members just kind of grabbing her ears and shaking off, all of a sudden Mr. Nibbles just comes flying out of the door and just sinks his teeth around her throat and just starts shaking and pulling until you can see he tears her whole throat out and blood starts to
yes,
down
go Nibbles.
she drops dead.
I just see it, I'm like, that dog, he has no chill sometimes. Oh my goodness.
We like
He
no
gave him
chill.
the nibble.
All right, and well, actually, if they die, how far did I move to get there? Like 20 feet, I think, or 15.
15.
Yeah, Mr. Nibbles was
15,
here,
I
so-
think.
yeah, 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I will charge 15 feet, just more into the fray. I'll go over.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
So
now
that's
my-
why he's called Nibbles, right?
That is why he's called Nibbles. Yes.
I can't see any rules on passing through spiritual weapon. Like it's a floating weapon, so I don't know if you can walk right through it. Essentially, for the large ogre. I'm just.
I think you can walk through spiritual, right? It's ethereal in nature, I assume.
Yeah,
You
my assumption-
interact with it, or
Yeah, there's nothing in the text that says you
He
can't.
walks through a sword and just gets cut in half. Like,
Because there's something that says you can't go through it, I'm going to say the ogre can go through it. So all of a sudden, it just, after kind of just skirting the edges and dodging through this large Orzhov sun that it stares confusedly at, it suddenly bounds down the stairs towards Mr. Nibbles
Yikes.
and
bugger.
hefting its great axe. It's going to make a swing.
Nibbles' KDA is about to even out here.
That's a 16.
16 just hits, yes.
Okay. All right. So that is, if you give me a second.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, I'm just gathering the right
As
dice.
soon as I get level 4, Nibbles will have his revenge, I swear.
All right, that is 12 total.
That
Slashing damage.
that is, you hit me by 1 and you killed me by 1. So,
Oh dear.
Nibbles slumps to the floor.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
So as that happens, the ogre kind of beats his chest and leans back and yells loudly.
Yikes.
And the one next to the destroyed table is going to make a direct beeline for you as Ares. But let me just see if Mr. Nibbles is dead, actually, isn't he? So
Yeah, he is.
I'll give
Okay.
myself I'll give myself the ninja mask of being on the floor.
Okay. That's all right. That's a 18 against you as Ares.
yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 6 piercing damage as it swings its club and just bonks you right in the head with it.
All right, so
So-
I am raging, so it's
Yeah.
3, right?
Yeah. So then the Gruul clan members along the edges of the room, they start to run down towards you as well as Ares. So she can get there, and then with their bonus action, move up towards you as well, because they can. So the first one rolls a 12 against you. I assume
Doesn't hit.
that misses. The second one rolls also a 12.
No touchy.
Okay.
I'm just kind of laughing at them, going,
Okay.
"Hi."
Now, for the giant boar,
Oh no.
I think
Uh-oh.
Beep,
well,
beep.
okay. All right.
It's the board.
Okay, I'm going to... For the board to try and charge directly at Talora, it's going to pass through the column. So I'm going to make a strength check for it to try and smash it apart as
Oh
it
my-
charges through.
Crazy,
Big
calm
tasty
down,
boy.
please.
Please just let the bacon smack the pillar, please.
Yes, it bounces off.
All right, so
Knocks itself out.
it rolls a 21 total. So
Roasted.
I say that's fair enough as it just kind of charges forward and it knocks away some of the Gul'Kan members just to squeeze past and smashes through the column before coming to you, Talora, and it's going to attempt to gore you with its tusks. So that's oh, are you wanting to react?
Yeah.
Or wait, are you wanting to see if you can cast shield? So do you want to hear me while I roll first? Okay, so that's
I
a
guess.
17.
Yes, I want to cast shield.
Okay, go ahead. So that raises you by 5. So do you not take the
Yes,
hit?
I'd be
then?
at 19, so.
Okay.
How bad is your AC? Holy crap.
Bad. Thankfully, Vikaru and my shield makes up for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That ends the boar's turn. Then it doesn't get to do anything else. Then. So.
Relax, bacon.
All right, Reg.
You just
Your
skipped
turn.
my turn.
You skip Razix,
did I?
right?
My bad, Razix. If you want to.
It's okay, I get it.
Razix is just like, that's all right. I'll just go next round.
I have only seen Azaris get hit once, right?
I'm fine. I'm just
Perfect.
gonna.
Well, you've all sort of lost sight of Azaris now, as she's been kind of swarmed
Okay.
and
By this
surrounded.
giant pig.
I'd like to move forward a touch.
Okay.
Can I see us? I guess I see the pig is just in the way.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe just if you kind of take a good look around below, you might be able to see Azaris' hooves beneath the board.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is boar, bloody hell.
Big pig.
Let's just see here.
Big bacon. Mm.
Yeah. Okay. I changed my
We're
mind.
having ham tonight, boys.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to cast blindness, deafness on the boar.
Okay. So do I need to make a saving throw for
It's
that?
a Constitution saving throw. Probably the easiest one for the boar, but
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 22 total.
damn it. Yeah, he saves. Unfortunately, I am going to, for my bonus action, cast Shillelagh on my
Okay.
mace, make it all wooden and giant.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys would see the mace clutched by Razix's side suddenly grows thick with wood along the handle and the top of the mace as well. So, yeah. Does that end your turn?
Razix is
It
wood
does.
thing, boys.
All right. Reg.
All right, this door to my right is it's still closed, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I use my movement and object interaction to barrel through it?
You can try if you want to make a strength check for me.
I'll use the handle. If there's one.
Okay. You can try to use the handle. if you want.
I'll use my object interaction first to use the handle. I'm right next to it.
Okay. The handle does not open. It seems to be locked.
Strength check it is. Let's
All
go.
right.
I'm going through. All right.
Freaking 3-foot goblin versus door. Let's go.
3 for goblin who rolls a 19.
Ooh.
3-foot goblin is pissed that his doggy's
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
I would say essentially Reg just cannonballs himself through the door and yet smashes it apart. Why don't I remove those doors just kind of...
I see this and I'm like, show off.
Reginald doesn't open doors, he removes them. Right.
Okay.
And I'll run through here.
Okay.
As soon as I run through, I'm gonna see Azaris. I'm gonna say, Azaris, how are you feeling today, mate?
What now?
Oh, you'll be fine. I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns in my bonus action.
Okay.
Oh dear God.
So I'm gonna whisper into my arrow and see it splinter into a bunch of shards. And then I'm gonna fire it at the person directly below Azaris, this one.
Okay.
Alright.
Does my danger sense work with things like this?
Yes, it does, yeah.
Yes, you would see this coming, so you would have advantage. Seeing as Reg pretty much told you he's about to...
It's like my spidey senses.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, how...
Like, oh shit, Reg is gonna
Okay,
shoot me.
I roll a normal attack on that person first, then it's 5 feet
Okay.
around them, so it's everyone there basically,
Okay.
including the ball, I think.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet.
The attack is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and so for the bow shot to that person, it is they're humanoid, right?
They are.
Then that's 9 plus 2, so 11. 11 points of piercing damage to them.
Okay, so you fire off your arrow and it just pierces straight through their neck, and they just drop dead instantly.
Okay, and
now
everybody within 5 feet of them needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, all right. I'll start with the boar first.
All right.
That's a natural 20 for the boar.
Yeah, that probably makes it.
Fucking pig.
Does it take half? Well,
It takes half, yeah. Should I roll it each at a time? So I'll roll it for the boar, alright?
Okay.
So the boar takes 5. I actually rolled a 10, so 10 halved.
Okay, 5.
Still good damage.
All right.
Hail of Thorns is awesome. I love it.
The one to the right that, let's see, he rolls a 19 total.
Yep, that makes it as well. So they take 1 point. That was a 2.
Okay. Okay, and the one above rolls a 6.
Okay, they don't make it. So they take 7 points of damage.
All right, okay.
Piercing.
So you guys see the arrow that pierced through this ghoul member's neck just suddenly explode. Oh, actually, Azarius, you also need to make a
Yeah,
dexterity.
also right.
But you'll have advantage if you want to.
Yeah. So the first one is 10.
Okay.
I get to roll damage on Alias.
And yeah, 17.
Okay.
Okay, so Alias makes it. I get to roll damage on Alias. This is great. Alright.
God damn it.
And she takes, I rolled a 6, so 3 points damage.
But then she halves it to
Then
1.
you half that to 1 damage. So as the arrow shatters, you watch various splinters embed themselves, but as you just get one just in your shoulder blade, just this large splinter that kind of jabs in.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thought it was worth it though.
Okay.
All right.
And yeah, with the rest of my remaining movement, I'll kind of like well, actually, I barely moved, didn't I? I went like 5 feet.
Yeah, you can still got
Oh
25.
yeah, I'll run and like take cover behind this pillar.
Okay. Let me just double check that because you goblins only. So you moved there.
I wasn't that far back. I was right
you were
here.
right there,
So I
weren't
went
you?
5, and then from there it's 20, so 25.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Otherwise, I'd go to the other side of the pillar.
Okay. All right. Talora, you're up.
Okay. Hey, Reg. Is Mr. Nibbles gonna be okay?
Well, yeah, he's fine. Like,
He's fine, you sure?
I'll explain it later. I've seen, yeah, the Gruul have done worse. Don't worry.
Okay, so I
mean, he got set on fire yesterday, and he was fine.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast a second level ice knife.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring up some more shards of ice and then unleash them at the giant half ogre dude that looks really bad that smashed Mr. Nibbles in the face.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for that.
I will just go ahead and mark a death saving throw fail on Nibbles.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just casual, you know, that's why I was like, hopefully he'll be fine. Freaking 11.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately. However, I did roll a 2 on my dex save.
Oh, nice. So that's gonna be 3d6 cold damage. Yay. At least I do something even if I don't hit.
Okay.
4, 5, 6. 6 damage! I rolled
6
2
damage.
1s!
Oh dear. Okay, so you you fling forward the knife and it just
What is this nonsense?
How do you manage to be bad at rolling dice? Every campaign, you're so bad.
okay.
Oh, man.
So Talora, you launch forward this ice knife and it just basically bounces off the kind of hide armor of the half ogre and lands just between it and Mr. Nibbles before exploding and shattering. Mr. Nibbles is hit with a few kind of pieces of icy shrapnel that embed themselves into it, and the ogre also seems to dodge out of the way for most of them, or most of them are absorbed by its armor.
Feels bad.
All right. Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna move. I think I'm gonna sit beside Razix.
Okay. Azarius. So you were sort of surrounded here, and you just had an arrow go off in your face, essentially.
Yeah. You guys all right with that piggy? Razix. Vikaru.
I can't see you.
All right. Deal with it. I'm going to kill these and then I'll come help you, right? Cool.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for this one that's already injured, I think. Double-handed battle axe.
Okay.
See if I can smack him in the schnoz. Oh, hello, 20. Yeah, that's a 20 plus whatever. Yeah, 25.
So a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so if you want to double all your damage die you roll on this. So,
Really?
Yeah. If it's a natural 20, that's what a crit is. You double all damage.
Double the die only, not the modifier.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so whatever I roll on the die, I double, and then I add the other crap.
No. You double the amount of die you roll. So if you normally deal 2d6, you deal 4d6, then plus your modifiers.
Okay, wait, that was a battle axe two-handed, so I roll a 1d.
Well, it would just be one-handed.
Oh, yeah, sorry, one-handed, because I have my shield.
So instead of 1d6, you roll 2d6, then add your modifiers.
Yeah. So you would roll 1d8 twice. Or 1d8, 2d8.
And it's
2d8. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to roll first, and we'll figure it out from there.
How do we make this more confusing?
And that's a 3, so not great. So do I add those together?
Yes.
That's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, and then just to make things, are you using Divine Fury here? Because that's also a damage die.
Well, yeah, that happens after I've hit them. So yeah.
no, that also gets doubled because it's funnier attack.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet. So okay, I'm just gonna roll 2 d6 then. That's a 4 and a 2.
Okay.
4, 5. So 5 in total with the Divine Fury.
So what's the overall total then?
15.
15. 15
What
total.
he said, I think.
Okay.
Can it just be dead?
Yes. But we don't want to make sure how dead. So as you just suddenly pull your battle axe over your head and just swing it down, and just the blade just smashes between the or the head of the Ghoul Clan member, and the head essentially splits apart and falls open before you see all the kind of brains and shatters and gore starts to spill out, and she is quite clearly dead.
Ugh.
Like
Lovely.
Mortal Kombat stuff going on here.
Oh yeah. Finish him.
Okay, so you still have your bonus action and your movement. Would you like to do anything with that?
What else can I do? Okay, I can't use hammering horns because it's dead. What else can I do on my? Any suggestions? I don't really use my bonus actions very much. I don't want the pig
unless you
taking.
want to drink a potion, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm alright. I'm not gonna move because they'll take swings at me. So I'll just end my turn there.
All right, Vicaru.
Seeing that Reg busted another door down and looking directly into the face of a boar, I'm going to go ahead and go this way. I think that's I need to do math, distance math.
Yep.
All right, cool. So from here, I'm going to have my floaty Orzavi symbol come around here.
Okay.
Keep trying to distract the stupid thing. And punch it in the face. Or
All
attempt
right.
to punch it in the face.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 23.
That'll hit.
And he takes 5. My thing is 3, right? 5 plus 3. Yeah, so he takes 8.
8. And what is it? Is it just bludgeoning
That is force damage.
Force damage, okay. So as the sun just kind of swings down and bashes it basically inside the head, it kind of goes, "Woo, woo," and tries to hit it out of the air, but it just can't quite catch it. Okay.
Well, I see all of these, and there are 3 of them left. All right, for my normal action, I'm going to invoke Bane upon these annoying fools. The 3 who are currently alive. They must make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, so the ogre first rolls a not great, a 7. So that's
Failure.
a fail.
Dare's memory will kill this person.
The Ghoul Clan one next to Azares, that's a 3.
Failure.
And then the boar, surprisingly charismatic. That's a 17.
17 successes.
All right.
This boar. Charismatic
Charismatic
boar.
board.
It's
Okay,
Sir
so-
Oinkers Esquire.
You now
Okay.
have to adopt this boar.
All right, okay. I shall give. I can't find the eye, so I'll give them the stopwatch of Bane this time.
Oh, yes. Bernard's Watch of Bane. That's a very British 90s reference.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Vicaru?
Nope. I'm good. Yep, I'm good.
Okay. All right, Mr. Nibbles needs to make a death saving throw for me.
Alright. 1 Nibs, you can do it. That is a 10, so he succeeds.
Nice. All right. Okay.
Do we just hear this little?
No, he's used to it. He just kind of lies there like, oh, not again.
Not again. What does Reg do with him? Okay. All right.
Craig, at the beginning of the boar's turn, can I take my spore damage on the boar?
Yeah, go ahead. So is it a
it's
saving throw for me?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. All right,
Which
that's
would have been better with Bane.
that's a 6.
No, it doesn't succeed. So let's
Okay.
see. That is a whopping 1 damage.
I don't even have a way to describe how it reacts to that. So
It sneezes.
Sneezes, yeah.
You've inflicted hay fever upon the giant boar.
all right. So first of all, the half ogre. Let me see. Okay, they're going to charge at you, Talora, for throwing that knife at it. He just suddenly bounds over with his axe and is going to make a swing at you with both hands. But
Well, it's been great.
that's a 18 total.
Shield.
Okay, so does the you conjure this magical shield, and all of a sudden the battle axe just bounces off it. And
Wait, what does shield set your AC to?
It's +5, isn't it?
+5.
Yeah,
Makes
it's
me
pretty,
19.
It's pretty good.
Ooh.
Oof.
Yikes.
Oh, is he
Hit
one
him.
of those spells?
Bounce back and hit him in the head.
Basically, Talora's living, insurance policy.
Desperation shields.
Okay, the giant boar opposite you, Razix, is going to take a swing at you with its tusks. It rolls a 18.
It hits.
All right. So as it kind of swings back, you take
Gulp.
9 points of slashing damage. It just kind of swings its tusks, and they just start to slice through you.
Ow.
And then the one next to you is Ares, the Gruul clan member. One left alive is going to swing at you with its club, and it rolls a 15. But then, well, does that hit? Or if
No.
not, if it does, okay. I was going to roll the Bane thing, but if it doesn't hit, I won't bother. Okay.
It doesn't hit.
All right. Razix.
I am going to retaliate and attack this boar with my imbue mace.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Oh,
I rolled a
hit you with
17.
my shillelagh.
17
No, I'm sorry. That's a 19.
and 19. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, perfect. And it's a D8 since it's imbue. Oh, one off the table. What is it? Oh, it's a 7. Plus 2 is 9. Plus 2 is 9.
And 9 points of what? Sorry, is it?
It is. Oh, that's a good question. Now that I say that, becomes magical. It just says the weapon die becomes a D8. So I would assume it's still bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you just swing your mace back and just clonk the giant boar in the jaw, and its mouth kind of snaps shut, but it kind of snuffles and looks you straight in the eyes. But anything else?
No, I don't really want to move with 2 giant things in front of me. So I'm going to...
Are you sure? I can't tempt you. All right.
No,
okay.
I'm okay.
All right. Reg.
Right. I'm going to kind of look between the giant boar, look between the giant ogre, and quickly decide which one's a bigger threat. I'm going to spin around the other side of the pillar, I think.
Attack neither of them.
And hide. No. So I'm going to, with my bonus action, I will charge up a shot of my bow and cast a Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And with that, I can give myself advantage, right? Yes, I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
on one attack.
So
yeah.
I'm going to aim at the giant ogre, swinging
Okay.
for Talora, and that is going to be the first one's a natural 5, and the second one is a natural 15. There you go. Got both the 5s.
Okay. So
That is
what's
a
the
22
total?
overall to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so that is for the bow shot, it is 7 plus 3. That is 10 points of damage, and then for the Zephyr Strike damage, that is an extra 1 point of force damage.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Flora, you see this giant ogre in front of you. All of a sudden, this arrow comes in and just smashes into its shoulder, and it goes quite deep. And then there's all of a sudden this little poof, as something kind of might have exploded on the arrow, or some sort of, I don't know, explosive force was emitted from the arrow, but it wasn't that impressive.
Well, I think it was very impressive. Anyway, I'm going to. I will use my extra. Hang on, how far did I move? Like 10 feet.
Yeah. So,
then
you
I've
still
got
have 45
extra
feet.
15 and 10 and. Oh wait, 45. Okay, I'll run up behind this pillar up here.
Okay.
All right, and I'll end my turn.
All right. Talora.
There's only a giant ogre and a giant boar in front of me.
back one
In
second.
worse situations.
I mean, it's pretty unideal. Could I? Am I able to use my action to disengage from this, or would I
You
take
can.
an attack?
No,
Do
you
I
can,
take an attack?
No, if you use the disengage action, you don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay,
So you can do that if you'd like.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to disengage. I'm going to back up, kind of like slink back. Sorry, Razix.
Thanks.
And can I go like kind of behind Razix a little bit?
If you'd like to, yeah, if that's where you want to be.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go behind Razix, and then I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on Mr. Giant, friggin' Smashy Boy.
Okay, you used your action to disengage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. It's an action. Never mind. I just sit there and I freak out at
Power.
an ogre.
Okay.
I'm still hungover. I'm sorry. I forget what I can do.
Okay. Azares.
I'm gonna turn my attention to the piggy. This other idiot behind me is,
Okay.
yeah, I guess just a nuisance right now. I'm going to attempt to one-handed battle axe smack him.
Okay.
Give me good things. That is 16.
16 hits.
Yay! All right. Wait, that's a 1d8. You are the d8. Bloop. That is a 10.
Okay, and then do you want to roll your radiant damage as well?
Oh, yeah.
for the-
Hells yes. Hells yes. And that is a 1. Oh, wait, I rolled the wrong thing. Crap. Wait, the one-handed battle axe is.
It's a 1d8. Okay,
Yeah,
so if you want to
I rolled the
reroll
wrong
it then.
dice. Yeah, sorry. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So same
Okay.
result.
All right,
It's
okay.
fine. Just
No
gotta do it
worries.
proper. And then 1d6 for the divine thingy to 3. And then 3 extra damage there. So 13.
Okay, 13. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you swing your axe through, and it just, as you do, it glows with a kind of radiant light, and it just embeds itself deep into the flank of the boar, and it kind of lets out a squeal and a few oinks as it kind of shakes off the attack. But it's still standing, though. I will say by this point, both the ogre or half ogre and the boar are looking to be. Blood is flowing quite freely from them. They seem to be a little bit unsteady. They might be a little bit close to death.
Okay.
All right. So, Vikaru.
All right. Once again, I'll throw my Orzhov weird sun star weapon thing towards the dumb looking ogre thing, and I will attack at it.
Okay.
And yet I'm like keeping track of my concentration stuff, so I'm like, oh cool, nat 1, woo.
Woo. Okay.
Add it to the list.
Well, since that's a sweet bonus action, I'm still going to I'm gonna point at the ogre, and I'm gonna tell it that I'm gonna be like, "Are you still having fun, knowing that you will soon die?"
Okay, so
Those Vikaru lions are a killer.
all right,
Every
well,
time he
that's,
does those, Reg is just a single eyebrow, like.
all right. Well, it seems to have done something. That's a natural 1 from me on whatever I can't remember, but it's a natural 1.
Sweet.
ogre's
Oh right,
like,
since
"Whoa."
it's damaged, it takes a D12 instead of a D8.
Ooh.
Roll the 4 anyway.
So as you kind of yell your obscenities towards the boar, it kind of clutches towards its ears and goes, "Rrrr," and seems to take damage from something.
I'm also gonna move like over here, just because I
Okay.
realized the boar technically has like a line of sight on me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with that.
Okay. All right. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Nibbles, if you'd like to make a death saving throw for me.
All right.
Still just at 1, right?
That's a. Thank you so much, Loren. That's a natural 1, so that's 2
Oh.
points.
Oh no!
So, yeah, Nibbles just kind of breaks down into
Oh no.
wisps of white light and seems to disappear from sight.
Yeah, he's been Thanos essentially.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
that's interesting.
Okay, I shall just delete Mr.
Oops.
Nibbles from the turn order by Mr. Nibbles. Okay.
That is the second time someone's nat 1 to death saving throw. God damn it.
Oh,
Man,
dear,
we
oh,
are
dear.
on fire.
Okay.
So the second time that Gruel has killed somebody from our
That's
party.
true.
And as he fades out, you just hear Reg go, "Oh, yeah, alright, take the day off, you lazy bastard."
All right. Okay.
I would
so
like, when they start their turn, to take spore damage, if I can, on the board.
on the board. Okay. So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
All right. That is a 20.
Yeah, it saves.
Okay.
No problems here.
All right. Okay. So first of all, the half ogre is going to swing at you, Razix. That's a 15 total.
Oh, it just hits.
It just hits. Okay. All right, give me a
Stupid
second.
attackers winning ties rule.
The worst.
Yeah, so Alias and Mr. Nibbles nat filled his death save, so he's dead.
Oh,
All right. That's 14 points of slashing damage to you.
Ouch.
As the half ogre just
Oy.
slings back its battle axe and carves straight through you.
You're
The
doing
boar,
great, Razix.
after you've kind of pissed off a bit, the boar turns to you as Ares and is
yeah.
going to try and hit you with its tusks. So that's a 6.
no touchy.
Okay, so it just kind of stumbles a bit and just scrapes its tusks along the floor, but it doesn't touch you. And then the last surviving Gruul clan member.
This might be a little late, but did you minus a D4 on the
I did
ogre
not.
man?
Okay. So what was it? A 15. It's gonna. You don't take any damage, Razix, because even at
Yeah,
one,
awkward. I'm sorry.
No, that's quite. That was my bad for forgetting. Razix, you're gonna add that 14 health back then. I always forget about that one.
Saved.
Oh, man. That
Yes.
was a big hit for me, too.
Clutch Bane. Very good. All right. So the Gruul clan member rolls a 11 minus the Bane is 10. But I assume that, and that's at you as Ares. I assume that misses anyway.
Mm-mm. No touchy.
All right, Razix.
Whew. Got my heart going there. I'm going to. I'm gonna take a swing at this boar
At
that
the board. Okay.
looks a little bloodied. Again with my imbued shillelagh weapon. Ooh, that is not a good roll. I rolled a 7.
That does not hit.
Darn. Let's see. Do I want to move? No.
I mean, you could. I wouldn't say no.
I would.
It would be a bad
But-
time.
Thor would
Advise
just push you
against it.
forward if you.
You're my meat shield. Stop moving.
I contest that.
Yeah, I guess I'm done.
Okay.
But I would like at the start of combat, like when Talora would go to do my stuff instead of waiting for their turn.
Okay. Reg, you're up.
Right. Well, I'm going to swing round from my little cover, and I'm actually going to. Oh, who should I fire at? Who would I fire at? I'm going to fire at. I'm going to keep gunning for the big ogre guy.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'll do a normal shot. Okay. That is. That's a. Sorry, one sec. That's a 26 overall.
That hits.
A natural 19. And that is. Okay, that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so yeah, you just fire off another shot, and it just sinks deep into the back of the ogre, and it's kind of struggling, and you see more and more blood start to pour down it. It looks to be very close to death, but still standing. Okay, so it's Talora's turn, but Razix, Reg, anything else?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Razix, before we come to Talora, do you want to
cheeky
take your
Yeah, I'll take my reaction to try to get this
Or
boar again for a Constitution saving throw on your end.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's a 17.
Damn. Never mind. Nothing happens.
All right, Talora.
I'm going to continue the onslaught on the giant, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on it.
Okay, go ahead.
Hopefully, we're gonna finish that boy off. 19.
Woo.
That hits. If you'd like to roll damage.
That was my first hit today, which is kind of sad. All right. 6 damage.
That'll do it. So you just fire off this bolt of blue light from the palm of your hand, and it just smashes into the chest of the ogre, and you can see it kind of stands for a second before you can hear kind of loud snapping as ribs or bones start to break inside it before your blast kind of ends, and it just crumples to the floor and lets out a low moan before collapsing.
Good.
So that one's down. Anything left for your turn?
No. I think I'm just gonna hang out and continue the strat that I've been employing. It's working pretty good.
Okay. Ares. So you've still got one Gruul clan member essentially behind you and the boar in front of you.
I'm not too fussed about him. I want to kill this bacon. I haven't
Okay.
had breakfast yet. Right. So
Says the cow person.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say that.
Don't be racist. All right, one hand battle axe. That is a 17.
That hits.
Cool. Then I roll the 1d8. Whoop. 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah,
And if
9,
you want-
and then the divine rage thingy majiggy. I like this ability. It's fun.
It took her a few
4.
sessions, but she's realised that hitting things as a barbarian is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So that was 4 on that. So 13.
Well, you add your barbarian level to the
Yeah, I did.
divine. Oh, did you? So it's
Yeah, I
13 total.
I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. All right. So you swing back your axe, and it just doesn't seem quite to do it. It does hit, but you score through it, and it seems to screech out, but it is just still standing.
Right. Once I've done that, I don't think I can actually do any more damage to it. God damn it.
Okay.
Fine. I end my turn.
All right. Vicario.
Kill it. Kill the
Right.
pig.
So I'm going to point at the Gruul clan member and tell him that he made a mistake coming here, as he makes a wisdom? Yeah, wisdom save.
Okay, and that'll be minus 1d4 from the Bane as
Yes.
well, won't it? Okay, well,
Oh,
that's
Bane
a
is
natural.
awesome.
Okay. That's a 3 total
All right.
with the minus, so I assume that's a
He
failure.
takes 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Yes.
So you see him kind of clutch his ears, and you just hear him yell out, "Never surrender!"
And then I'm going to. How far is this? I can do math. All right, cool. Plenty of space. Then I'm going to move my big floaty thingy and hit him with that.
Okay, go ahead.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Wow, that hits, obviously, if you want to roll the damage for that.
Let's do D8. That is 4 plus 7 total.
7 total. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes.
So as your Orzhov son just comes swinging down, and it just cleaves straight into the side of the face of the Gruul clan member, and you hear a neck snap and break as he just stumbles to the floor down.
He told you he was gonna regret it.
All right. Anything else?
I could move. No, I think I'm fine where I am.
Okay. All right. Last remaining one, the Boar. Okay. Let's see. He's going to.
Piggy.
I think he's still going to go for you as Ares. You've been landing some solid hits, so he's not happy with you. Okay,
Pissing
so
him off.
that's a 22 total.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 6 points of slashing damage. And half, so 3. So yeah, it just scrapes his touches, and you bring up your shield and it scrapes along a bit. It does kind of catch your forearm and draw some blood, but mostly a flesh wound.
When the
Really.
DM gets annoyed that he can't kill you.
it's a scary Boar. Like, come on, Boar, don't let me down. All right, Razix, you're up.
All right. I am, again, going to try to shillelagh this guy in the face.
Okay.
Because I really am scared of moving.
I just love the image of Razix giving up all the like creepy spore stuff and just being like, "Ugh."
I rolled a 17 total.
All right, that'll hit.
And D8 is 6 damage total.
That's enough. So you just do an underarm swing with your mace and just smash into its jaw again. And this time the jaw just shatters apart and breaks and hangs, and the Boar starts to stumble from side to side before collapsing onto its side. And it lets out kind of a low oink, which I don't know how to do. So,
Oi.
Hello, oink.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that seems to be everything dealt with. So before we come back, why don't we take a short break here so we can use the bathroom and refill our drinks, and then we'll see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
We back.
We're back. Lovely. All right. Yeah. So we just left the party there after they'd seemingly cleared out this this large open room in the estate manor. So as you guys kind of start to catch your breath again, the bodies breathe out and let go their last. What would you like to do?
I'll just hop down from my little stage I'm on,
Sure thing.
and I'll wander back towards the party, looking fairly nonplussed. I'm alright.
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking around, going like, "That was a good workout. Where's the next ones?"
Yeah.
I'll not tend is a bad word. I'll go to each body and search them for anything and make sure that they're actually dead.
Yeah, I'll just be pulling my arrows out of the corpses.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting my javelin back too.
You're
And
getting your
then
javelin back. Okay.
as I walk that way, I see poor little Nibbles.
No, he
And I look over-
Well,
like
his body
evaporated
Like
into light.
disintegrated.
It is this.
Disintegrated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He like wisps away into white light
Wow.
when he died.
Mr. Reg, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry about your dog, Reg.
Oh, that's alright. I'll be back tomorrow, he's fine.
What?
Oh yeah,
Ow.
no, he's fine. Don't worry. It's well, this is the thing. The new recruits, they love him because of this, right? I caught some of them trying to fire arrows at him once, actually. That didn't end well, but basically, he doesn't exactly die.
Okay.
Is there a place I can learn this trick?
Well, Razix, we well, not me and you, but me and Mr. Nibbles, we grew up together, you see. Brought him in when I was just joining the Legion, and he served with me for a few years, actually. Must have been 4 or 5 years, and well, eventually, like many in the Legion, he met his end, actually. Got smashed by, well, not too dissimilar to nearly Talora here. Big gruel fella hit him with an axe. And, yeah, he fell. Not much except, that. Gonna upset old Reg, but, I was pretty upset. I couldn't even draw me bowstring, I was so distraught. So, I think they, he served well, so they gave him a bit of a reward, it seems, and, ever since, I've seen him die pretty much a dozen times, and he's just there in the morning again, so I don't question it. I'm just thankful, and, I think he is as well. But yeah, he's fine. You'll see tomorrow. I know it sounds unbelievable, but you know what the angels can do yourself, Azares. I saw you, glowing. I don't even know if you realised when you started to hit things.
I was wondering what that was, thinking I should go see a doctor about it, but
No, there's power in the Legion, mate. And I think
Sure
they've
is.
started favouring you as well.
well,
Well, I'm glad he is not lost forever.
yeah.
Oh, he'll be back in the morning, don't worry. As far as I'm concerned, he's been a lazy bugger. I've seen him crushed by a boulder, I've seen him burnt to a crisp. He fell off a cliff once, that was funny. He slipped. We were just walking on patrol, he just went off the bloody cliff, idiot. But
Surprisingly, Razix actually laughs.
yeah, no, he's fine. Old Reg will
Alright.
be dead long before Mr. Nibbles, don't worry.
Okay.
Like a cat, but cooler.
Yeah, oh mate, cats, don't get me started on them.
I'm gonna grab a bone off one of these dead bodies for Mr. Nibbles in the morning.
Okay, yeah, you could easily find a bone that's
You'll like that, yeah.
hold on to the armor and you can-
You don't
You
bloody
can-
deserve it, he's taking the day off.
Okay. So, Razix, you said you were looking through the bodies. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm helping Razix.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like just staring angrily at the corpse of the last Gruul member, I guess.
I'm gonna go over to Vicaru.
I'm having a listen for any other footsteps or
Okay. We'll
Anyone
come back
else?
to that. Razix, first of all, do you want to make an investigation check? And either Talora you can also roll, or Razix you can have advantage.
I'll give him advantage.
Good, that was a 2. Good start.
You're in a
Ooh,
house.
on the flip side of things, I got a total of 19.
Okay. So you poke through the corpses, to see if you can find anything useful on them. You find a very small amount of gold, just 2 pieces between them. They don't seem to hold much, but in any form of monetary value here, at least. Looking through them as well, you also once again see more of them have this symbol, this clan symbol emblazoned on their foreheads, as well as various other tattoos, things like that. Is it just the bodies you're looking through, or anything else?
I guess there's. I'm not on the battle screen anymore, but I remember there was footprints and a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure if that was just aesthetic on the thing, or if that was actually put there.
I would say that you couldn't see them looking through the bodies.
Sure.
So yeah, that's really, you look through the ogre and you take a glance at the boar, but there's nothing really of value on them apart from the ogre who has a large, rusty-looking battle axe at its feet.
Okay.
So as Ares listening out for more voices, why don't you make a perception check for me, or listening to anything from above?
Is there any sign of life? Oh boy, that's a 7. Good job.
Okay, you kind of listen out, but over the sound of this like roaring bonfire of furniture, which seems to be dying down a little bit, you can't really make out any sounds of things above you. So I should say as well, there are 2 doors that lead off in the room. I don't think I mentioned that actually. There's one as you come through the front door. There's one to the left and one to the right.
Well, if there's nothing in here, we should probably keep looking. I mean, we still haven't found any Orzhov members. Well, so far, we've only found living Gruul members, which, why the hell are the Gruul here is another question in itself.
I wonder if these Gruul are the same Gruul from the riots.
No, we killed them.
Oh, I guess I meant just the clan in general.
Oh. Well, with the Gruul, I don't know how much you've experienced the Gruul, but it's hard to know. They ain't really like the other guilds. They have allegiances and they have sometimes a leader who'll rise up, but they ain't exactly as organized. They tend to operate as smaller bands or groups. They kind of spit on order, really.
Like almost like tribes?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Often when we have to fight them, it's because an upstart has rallied a group. It's not... There's no diplomacy with the Gruul, because who would you talk to? I might hate some of the others, but at least they're the bloody Rakdos. You've got someone to talk to. The Gruul... It's more a tag than a guild.
Fair enough.
There. More questions than answers, unfortunately.
Let's see if we can find old Talon, alive or dead, I guess.
I'd like to head towards the left door.
Okay. As you approach the left door, you can see that there are bloody footprints that lead up to it and beyond.
There are bloody footprints over here that lead out.
Go check it out.
Right.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
I'll lead the way.
Craig,
So
I'm
you
gonna... As we're leaving, I'm gonna see if I can smash one of, the tusks off the giant boar.
Okay, so you sort of want to, like essentially try and wrench it out.
Yeah. Or,
Okay.
cut it out, even.
Okay.
As big as he is.
If you want to cut it out, I would say that would probably be... What would that be?
Attack roll? My sword?
Yeah.
Wait, how big is this thing?
I mean, it's a giant boar. It's pretty big. Like, it's...
Bigger than me.
It's bigger than Azares.
Alright, never mind.
Are you sure? All right, okay.
Would you like a hand there,
Well,
Reg?
I mean the tusk itself. I want to... Could I, strap it to my pack or put it in my pack?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. It's probably about from your waist to your shoulders.
Oh, yeah, in that case, I'll take it off, 100%.
Okay, all right, okay. Why don't you make a... You can either make a strength check if you just want to try and pull it off, or if you want to try and cut it off, just make a dex check, I'd say.
I've got a sword for a reason, Craig. That's,
Okay, Reg, thanks for talking.
that's +3, so that is an 18 overall. Natural 15.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that's enough. You cut through the snout and just managed to pull off quite pristinely one of the whole tusks.
Alright. I'll stick it in my pack.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'll save this for later.
Okay. So, are you guys making your way towards the left-hand door, and are you just going straight through it, or?
I'd be following Razix, yeah.
Okay, Razix, what would you like to do? What are your intentions with this door?
Is there an actual door there?
Yeah, there's an actual door.
I'd like to, as sneakily as I can, try to see if the door is locked or not. Try
Okay.
to open the door.
All right. Well, why don't you make a stealth check first, then, if you're going to try and sneakily do it.
Sure. I rolled a 16.
16. Okay, yeah, you kind of crouch down and very gently pull down the handle, and yeah, the door is unlocked. So you haven't opened it yet. You're just kind of holding down the handle, and it seems like it's going to open if you push it.
I whisper to the party, "It's unlocked."
And open
Well,
it.
at least we won't have to throw me through this one.
I'll push the door open.
Okay, so you open the door, and it reveals this large open sitting room, essentially. There's various leather chairs and couches kind of stationed throughout, but just looking around, you can see a lot of the furniture has been smashed apart. It's all in bits and broken along the ground. Very little bit is left intact. Along the back and side walls, there's various shelves and what would be books on them, but most of the books have been pulled off the shelves and ripped out and torn apart. And more and more of these Gruul clan symbols and imagery is kind of painted onto the walls. You can see one corner there seems to be a drinks cabinet where bottles have been taken out and smashed along the ground, and there's a roaring fireplace in one corner. You can see more of these books seem to be burning in the fire. And then just off in one corner you can see there's a staircase that leads up, and then there's another door as well that's just underneath the staircase essentially.
Is there any blood anywhere? Because there was blood outside the door. Is there blood in this room?
Why don't you make an investigation check? Because the flooring is kind of like a darker wood.
Okay.
to look through.
9.
9. You can see the footprints lead into the room, but then you kind of
I shouldn't even bother rolling today. I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah, can we just give Lorena a D1 just to skip the rolls?
She'd somehow still roll a 0.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Out of curiosity, what are the books about?
Are you wanting to go over and just have a look through, like,
just
look
like
at the
a-
spines, that sort of thing? Most of them
just quick
seem to
perusal.
be law books or accounting, like, advice books and economic books. Very boring and dry. At least to your opinion, it would be.
Meh.
Do I see a book that I know is rare?
Why don't you make an investigation check?
Oh dear.
It's really the time to be looting.
I got 8.
Okay, you kind of pour through the volumes that haven't been destroyed, but there isn't any ones that jump out, or even titles that you're familiar with, that would be worth more than, say, however much these books are worth.
Right.
Do we hear any noises still? Like any...
Why don't you make a
Line of
perception check?
Ah, crap.
I believe in you.
You can do it.
I don't.
Natural freaking 20!
Hey.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Ah!
Give it disadvantage, quick.
Well,
Shut up.
okay, I would say to Laura that not directly above you, but you can hear a few creaking floorboards that, if you imagine above you, and then it's moving off back towards the direction you came in. Does that make sense?
Oh,
So it's like above you, and then it sounds like something's moved away and gone back above you, the direction you guys just walked out from.
Okay.
Do we hear it or just to Laura?
Just to Laura.
I hear something coming up from upstairs.
Right, good.
Somebody's still here. Or something.
Well, a lot of that Gruul stuff, to be honest. Wait, Craig, this is a random question, but how big is, like, the door frames?
They're regular door frames. As areas would have to kind of stoop to get through them. They're
Well,
not.
I imagine a lot of that Gruul stuff wouldn't fit upstairs.
Hmm.
So who's upstairs?
Not humans. They would be able to go up there.
Yeah, true. If it's them, it ain't much of a problem. We cut through
Right.
them, it's the bloody Boar that gave us a trouble.
But I don't feel as if a Gruul, if a Gruul, they wouldn't stop at the bottom floor.
Yeah.
If someone's up there, they must be a
Looking
part
for
of this
something.
somehow.
Yeah.
Would they? these savages don't exactly seem to me to be the intelligent type. They look for a
Subtle.
chance to burn things, and they probably just burn things.
That's true, but of all targets, this seems like a very odd one for the Gruul. I mean,
I agree.
Why, you know what I mean? Like, why just randomly in here?
Well, yeah. The Gruul,
They're far
they
from
have
home.
been hired from, odd jobs and that. Maybe, well, I don't know, this is the thing. Meldon seems to take a lot of pride in what he does. Surely he wouldn't hire the Gruul, right?
He'd make a spectacle of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
He
like
wouldn't
he's
want-
spectacular.
He wouldn't want someone else to take that away from him, especially not if it's a revenge quest.
Well,
So why the hell are the Gruul here?
That's what I'm
Circular
saying.
logic.
That's that's why I'm thinking we should maybe hurry up, because if somebody else is alive here besides the Gruul, we might be able to get some answers.
let's go
Perhaps there's
catch
only
you
one
then.
way to find out.
So
What's
upstairs
that?
we go.
I'll start walking towards the upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all going upstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And how are you moving upstairs?
I
What's the
would-
order, and are you moving stealthily or just normally?
If anyone hesitated, I would make my way to the front, but it's up to if anyone would hang back. Indoors, I would
I'd
be
in
having
front,
my
please.
sword and shield out as well.
I can let him go first.
Mm.
But I think we should be doing this fairly quietly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
Why don't
can
you all
sneak
make stealth checks then? Reg,
Okay.
don't forget you're at disadvantage.
Right. Alright.
I should have just turned Reg invisible is what I should have did.
First one at 18. Disadvantage, don't screw me now. Okay.
Roll-
Overall,
roll an
that's 14 overall.
14 for Reg, okay. Talora,
20.
20.
Not natural
Azul,
20, just 20.
I rolled an 8.
8, okay. Razix,
I'll do you one better. I rolled a 4.
okay.
How to do it.
And Vicari.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god!
Okay, so
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
You
Reg-
guys are so loud!
Reg kind of takes the lead and he begins to quietly move up the staircase and you all start to follow. But Razix,
trips
as
over
you kind of start to move up the stairs, you trip over, and as you kind of stumble forward, you try to brace your hands against the backs of Vicario and his areas, and you kind of shove them a little bit, and they stumble as well, and it makes a bit of noise. But are you guys just going to keep heading up? Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
cat's
I'll
out of
keep
the
going
bag
up.
now, let's go.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So you guys
This
come
is
back
the
up.
Meldon music. Sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Spooky.
Don't worry. So you guys make your way up to the top
Oh,
of the stairs.
God, it is.
PTSD, I know.
Alright. You guys make your way up to the top of the stairs, and you can see again there's more of these bloody footprints. The wood up here is kind of pale and unvarnished. It shows up the bloody footprints. They lead a little bit further down this corridor just off to your right, but they kind of fade off. But you can see along this corridor there's 4 doors essentially on each side, and there's a window at each end. But the corridor's a little bare. There's not a whole lot of like art or any sort of antiques hanging. But you can see, looking as well, some of the doors seem to be smashed apart and broken into. Just 3 of them. 2 on the left next to each other, and then 1 on the right.
Can I try to see if I can continue to pinpoint where the noises come from?
Sure, make a perception check.
Alright, don't film me now.
Number nat 20, number 2.
13?
Turn.
13. You kind of listen out, but you don't hear anything.
Alright.
Apart from the Meldon music.
Oh, yes, relaxing. Nice.
So, what would you like to do? You've got 4 doors on the left, 4 doors on the right.
So someone smashed in, right?
Yeah, so the left, first door, fine. Then the next 2 smashed in. 1 at the far end, fine. On your right, first door, fine. Second door smashed in. Last 2, fine.
All right.
Okay?
Should we take a peek inside the smashed ones before we go poking our heads in? I asked the group.
Sounds about right.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll go in the front just in case there's any. Meat shield. I will meat
Okay.
shield. I will meat shield, and I'll start walking down slowly and just peeking in through the open doors.
which side do you want to start with first? Because the right and left hand ones that are both kind of smashed open, they're essentially opposite each other. So you can look through one first before the other.
All right, let's look left first.
Left. Okay. Looking in there, you see what looks to be some sort of bedroom. There's a large bed with kind of the vaulted poles and a slight awning above it. But the bed seems, or at least the poles holding up the awning seem to be smashed apart and broken. There's more broken furniture inside it. There's a wardrobe that all the clothing and contents have been spilled out onto the floor. You can see there's a small wash basin against one wall that seems to have been broken apart. Just a lot more destruction in here as well. So that's in the left-hand side. Do you want to look through the right-hand side now?
Yeah.
Okay. In the right-hand side room, it looks to be some sort of room that houses a lot of, or did house a lot of artwork and antiques, that sort of thing. There's portraits on the walls, various religious and Orzhov imagery, kind of angelic, but also the symbols of scales and things like that. But most of the paintings seem to be slashed and ripped apart. There's small sculptures that you can see looks like they've been smashed against the floor. There's more vases and antiques, and they've also been broken apart. There's nothing, from at least from what you can tell, there's nothing really intact in the room.
All right. Moving on. Let's have a look in the next room.
Okay. The next room on the left is another broken door open. It looks almost exactly the same as the other one. The other one on the left, that is another bedroom. It's again smashed apart, broken furniture. Nothing really strikes out as being of interest there, at least from a tertiary glance.
All right. Next one.
Okay, well that's the end of the broken
that's the end of the broken door.
You guys have still got two more rooms behind you that haven't been opened with closed doors, and then to your left there's another one that's in front of you is fine, and then two on your right which are fine. But all the doors kind of look the same. There's not really any that would stand out.
Okay.
So where would you like to start?
What's behind door number 1? What is the doorway on the end of the hall? Like left and right both?
Both of those are fine. They're not broken apart or anything like that.
Try the right door. Let's see.
The right door at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
He said ominously.
Yeah.
as you walk up to that door, and it seems to be unlocked, you push it open.
I want to start raging.
You can if you want to.
Just in case,
Just
I'm going to
remember, if
start
you don't
raging.
Take damage
Yeah,
for
no,
a
you-
round, your rage ends.
Right, true. Okay, fine. I'll wait on that then. Can I listen to see if I can hear anything
You like
behind?
put your ear to the door and sort of listen in.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you make a perception check?
Oof, that's a 7.
A 7. You can't really make anything out, unfortunately.
Get out your ears.
Yeah. Got blood stuck in them. Yeah. Any objection to me opening the door?
Open her up.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and it looks to be another bedroom, but this one looks a little bit more ornate in style and the kind of quality of the furniture. Most of it is surprisingly unbroken. There's a double bed essentially off to your front left. It looks like it has quite ornate sheets on it, well made. In front of that and to the right, there's a small bedside table with a few sort of shining golden looking objects on it, as well as a small lamp. Off to your left hand side, there's a small candelabra which has a few candles burning in it. There's a nicely ornately embroidered rug along the floor, and then in one corner there's a dresser with a mirror above it, and then there's a wardrobe as well. And then the thing that you immediately notice is the figure that is slumped down in a chair at the end of the rug just to your right. Looks to be some sort of Orzhov noble. And you can see this kind of, his face seems to be covered in blood, and he's sort of slumped back in a chair. But you can't really get a good look at him from here. And behind him is just this sheer wall that just seems to abruptly end.
Okay, my danger sense is active, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna go and take a peek at this dear noble.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Can I go up with her? You
Oh.
said that his face was full of blood, right?
Yeah, it looks like the blood starts at his eye sockets and courses down his cheeks. And his mouth's sort of wide open.
I went back to Gilders 10 minutes ago, mate.
All right, so I kind of need to know what you guys are doing here. So Talora and Azarius, you guys going up to the bodies?
I would go
Yeah,
up there as well.
I was just
Okay,
gonna
go
clean
for
him up. I was just gonna clean up the blood a little bit so we could get a better look at him.
I'd be hanging back, like basically at the back of the room, watching them all do this, just like white knuckled on my bow at the moment.
Okay, and Razix, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go out and try to help out as best I can.
Okay. So, Flora, what are you casting prestidigitation to clean the blood off? Okay, so you clean most of it off. As well as blood, you kind of notice there's this clear fluid that runs down, which, as the blood kind of comes off, you might think it's from his eyeballs, which are completely gone, and there's 2 golden discs in his eye sockets, which look to be golden coins that have been shoved in there. And his mouth is just, as you guys get a little bit closer, you can see it's just filled with more gold coins in there, and you notice there's a small pile, a bloody pile of coins just down next to the chair as well. So you guys, you're just standing in front of the body right now. No one's touched it or anything like that.
What character does this look like, Talon?
I don't know if he knows.
Well, Vicario wouldn't know who Talon is, but this guy looks like an Orzhov noble. He's wearing well, they're kind of cleaned up now, but these Orzhov vestments that kind of spill, and they're quite grand. And
would a really rich noble look like that? Probably.
Well, they definitely wouldn't look like this from just Gruul. I can tell you that much. Gruul would not take the time. This is like poetic, and that sounds Rakdos to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's right.
Yeah.
This gives me the creeps.
And that's saying something. Is there anything else on him? Like,
Yeah.
besides the coins?
are you wanting to physically reach out and touch him to search him?
I don't like how you say that.
I don't like that either.
I like doing it like that, just to make it seem like there's more at stake here.
I mean,
Yeah.
Can I like survey around him to see if like there's any like notes dropped, anything like anything that would identify him?
Okay. First of all, as Ares, are you going to reach out and touch the body and start rifling through it?
If it jumps up and hits me, I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
It's fine.
So,
All right,
yeah.
so you're going to reach out. Tor,
Yeah.
why don't you first make a perception check for me?
Mm.
Looking around the room.
12.
The bastards
12.
in disguise.
Okay, Flora, you look around the room, but there's not really anything else that stands out. As Ares, you reach your hand out to touch him, and just before you make contact with him, the wall behind him suddenly vanishes and disappears, and more of the room is exposed, and you can see several figures standing behind. More Gruul clan members are there clutching clubs and weapons looking towards you. There's a large minotaur off to the
Is it
side.
the wall?
That's just
Yeah,
his
but-
Ares, don't we?
The wall essentially just vanishes, and you can see
shit.
a minotaur as well in amongst the crowd, and he's bigger than you as Ares, and he's clutching a battle axe, and he looks like he's ready to charge. And behind them, standing over them with his arms raised, is the familiar figure of Meldon the Magnificent, and he says, "Surprise!"
I'm gonna kill you.
And I'll move us on to the battle map now.
Oi.
I hate this guy.
I hate this guy too.
Meddling kids.
Hey Craig, I made this nice horizontal view window for battle maps. Vertical battle maps only.
Sorry. All right, so if you guys want to position yourselves roughly for where you think you would be,
Can I be like back at Gelders?
Yeah. I'm with Delora. I regret not having that drink now. I'll be
I
back
think I'm
here.
gonna be up here. Yeah.
Ay.
Right.
I assume you want us to roll initiative.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I always forget to ask that part. I always think it's like we're on the battle map, guys.
Roll diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so many dudes.
never been the best at rolling initiative.
Oh! Natural 20, not even going to roll my second one.
All right. Okay.
I still add it, I guess. So it's you can't
No.
crit your
Oh,
initiative, I
no.
guess.
Oh, right. I would be over here.
Oh no.
Awkward.
We go after the Rakdos.
Craig, I get the impression that you enjoy playing Meldon far too much.
He's a cool character. All right. So, Red, you get to act first here.
Of
So
course.
You can see Meldon standing behind all these Rakdos figures. But I will say, if you try and shoot Meldon, he is behind like 2 layers of guys, and there's furniture between you and him. So it would be quite a difficult shot. I'd say you'd probably have 3/4 cover there.
What does 3/4 do? Is that plus 5 to
It's-
AC?
I think it is +5. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll double check.
Right, well, I would recognize that, right? Like,
Yeah, you would recognize it. It's a difficult shot.
alright, I'm gonna point at where's the large minotaur? There it is.
He's the guy there. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna point at the large minotaur and say, I'm going for your boss next, mate. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark him, so if I get the snail of Hunter's Mark, that'd be great.
Certainly can.
Give him the snail.
And I'm gonna take a shot with my bow.
Okay.
And that is gonna be a 15 to hit?
That hits.
Oh, thank God. Okay. And that is 8 points of piercing plus a 2, so 10 points of piercing overall.
Okay. So your arrow flies out and just sinks into the upper chest of the Minotaur, and he kind of snuffles and starts to like drag his hooves along the ground. He looks quite furious.
Well, I'm
anything else
bloody
there?
boiling, mate. No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Fikaru.
All right. I am going to cast sleep as a second level spell,
Yes.
All right.
emanating from this area, so that it hits only all of the bad people.
Okay, sure. If you want to roll, what I can't remember the exact number of dice.
I'm rolling 7d8.
78.
Woof.
All right. I need to make sure I took. Okay.
Everyone falls asleep. Combat's over.
Does sleep
Great.
hit like
Go
the
sleep, go
lowest
sleep.
Yeah,
of the enemies
low,
first?
low, and then works
Yeah.
up.
It
Okay,
goes low.
cool.
All right, so that's 3, 5 total. 10, 18. How many did I roll?
It's 4.
So 18 total.
Yes, 19,
Yeah.
23, and 25.
25 total. Okay.
Yes.
So you watch as, okay, I would say the Cruel Clan member here, which I'm just going to mark with the boot of sleeping. So they suddenly both just close their eyes and just fall to the side, and you hear Meldon call out, "Ooh, that's a neat trick!"
And as a bonus action on my turn, I'm going to
Hate Meldon.
convert sorcery points into more spell slots.
Okay.
Promise I
God.
never remember the conversion rate. All right, gotta go here real quick.
I think it's like
I think
one
it's
spell
not
slot
great,
for 3
yeah.
or 2.
Yeah, so all right. Cool, I get another first level spell slot.
I was like,
Thank
can you
you.
let
Want
me
a
know? Because I'm
sword,
gonna have to do the
Vicar?
same.
All right. Do you want to move at all, Vicaru?
I swear I'm not retreating. I just think this is the correct idea.
Just get some.
I swear this is the
Right
correct
outside.
idea.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you Vicaru hightails it outside the door of the room and takes cover in the corridor.
As you get out
You
the door frame, you just hear, "Really, mate?"
We should funnel them. I'm trying to be smart.
Okay. Azares.
I start raging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two with the boots are sleeping, right?
Yeah, those are they've got the boot of sleeping, of
A
course.
boot of sleeping. All right. I don't like this here, the Minotaur man, so I'm going to attempt to chuck my javelin at him.
Okay.
But-
Arrow goes one way.
10's at a disadvantage, right?
No. It's
Oh,
within,
is it fine?
if it's within 30 feet, it's just normal.
All right, sweet.
Point black javelin.
Yeah, I'm gonna fling my javelin at him. Come on, dice. Ooh, that's 24.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah.
Kind of sounded like Meldon there for a second.
Sorry, got a little excited.
I'm nightmares.
1d6 plus 3. Bloop. 7. That's 8. Plus the Divine Fury thing. 8. Plus, oh shit. That's 15.
15. Okay, so you swing back your arm and just launch this javelin full speed at this Minotaur, and it smashes deep into his chest as it kind of glows with a radiant light, and it embeds deep, and he just kind of grins, and he basically grabs the shaft of it and snaps it off, whilst the point is still sort of embedded inside of him.
Oh shit.
Yikes.
Okay, you're a tough one.
Anything else?
But I think I want to move behind these guys. I'd rather. I was meat shield for a bit, so yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Right. So Meldon, first, he is going to vault forward and stand on this couch and says, well, this will be fun. And I would like Zaries to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
Don't let him in your head.
Do you lie on the floor and start laughing again, Azarius?
Oh dear God. Wisdom saving, yeah.
Hopefully that's what he's casting.
5.
5. Okay, that's a failure. So let me just first put the purple dot of concentration on Meldon, so I remember.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you are charmed by Meldon, and you must use your action at the beginning of each turn to make a melee attack
Crown of Madness.
against the target. So was that a melee attack against the target of my choosing prior to making your movement? So I get to choose who you attack, but you get to make a save at the end of your turn next turn. So that's what Meldon does to start.
So do I know he's gotten in my head?
Yes, you kind of hear Meldon's voice resonating around your head and giggling and laughter, and you can't even see straight anymore. Everyone around you sort of becomes this almost demonic-looking jester figure that arcs over you, and it's scary.
So I can't even say to the guys, like, get out of here.
No. So the Gruul clan member, this one here on the right first, is going to move over here and take a swing at you, Razix. So that's
do 4 damage as well.
Okay, do you want to do that right now before I make the attack? Or yeah, okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 20 total.
You got her.
And then he's going to swing his spike club towards you for a 17.
That hits.
That hits, okay. You take 12 points of piercing damage. That's max damage. That's just from 1. Oh boy. Okay, the second Gruul clan member, he's going to run up, or she's going to run up, sorry, and swing at you, Talora. That's a 15.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, lovely. That's a 9 piercing damage as it swings its club towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the Gruul clan member here, he's going to try and dash past Azaris and Razix to get to Reg. So you both get to make... Well, Azaris, you are charmed, so you don't. But Razix, you get to make an opportunity to attack again.
I've taken my reaction.
You have. Even better for me.
Unfortunately.
Lovely stuff. All right. So, Reg, you've got this Gruul clan member running towards you, and it's going to swing its spike club at you. That's a 17.
That does hit because I got my bow out.
Okay.
Not my shield.
You take... Oh, don't worry. 2 points of piercing damage. So, low roll from that one.
Bryce Rigonada, you bloody barbarian. No offense, Azaris.
I'm just...
This one's going to run out to you, Razix. Yeah, Azaris is just kind of yelling and screaming. She's not really saying anything that makes any sense. Okay, that's a 8, which I assume misses. And then... Now, I'm just going to move... I'm not sure if... Let me just check if charmed creatures... No, I don't think it would. Okay, never mind. This other one's going to swing at you, Razix, and that is a 6, which I assume misses.
Misses.
Okay, and now finally, the large Minotaur stomps forward and is going to swing at you, Talora. So he's going to make a reckless attack, so he gains advantage, but you guys also gain advantage against him. So that's a... First of all, a 12, and then the second one, for fuck's sake, is a 7.
No and no.
No and no. Bloody hell. Okay, I shall give him the red dot of advantage if you attack him. Okay, that's my turn over. Talora.
What do we do?
Put me down. Put me down. Fuck.
I don't even know what the fuck to do. Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action. Actually, do I need to this turn? I don't think so yet. No, not yet. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna convert. I'm gonna use my bonus action to convert my sorcery points into a level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use 2 things and get a spell slot back. Feel like I'm gonna need that. And I'm going to cast a level 2 ice knife on Meldon.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I would say he's standing up on this couch right now. He's quite an obvious target, so he doesn't benefit from any cover or anything like that. So yeah, go ahead.
Screw you, Jester prick.
Eloquent as always.
All right, no.
Loren!
What did you roll, Loren?
9.
9. Okay, so you swing it and it embeds into the couch, and he says, "Ooh, missed me." But
not quite.
I'll make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, that's a 5 total. So I assume that's a failure. If you want to roll damage for me, and I'll make a concentration saving throw for him.
The person in back
Oh, yeah.
and the Minotaur also have to do it
Oh, yep. Okay.
because they're all in 5 feet.
And also, I need to wait for the damage actually before I make the concentration check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So the Minotaur rolls a 18.
Yeah, he makes it.
But he has disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, he.
But that's not.
Oh,
that's
I
only-
see.
Nah, I
yeah,
don't think that
never
works with
mind.
that.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Nice try, Razix.
JK.
So how much damage does he take to Laura?
Oh, sorry. I was waiting. But did you do the person in the
Yeah.
back too?
Meldon
They
failed.
automatically fail though, aren't they sleeping?
Yeah.
Oh, those guys. Yes.
Yeah, because there's one
yeah, okay.
with the boot in the back of Meldon there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh god. 9 points of damage.
Okay. Are you just doing one roll for all 3 of them, just to make things easier?
I mean, I think it only hits the one, doesn't it?
Isn't it half damage? Oh no, it's not. Is
it's
it?
no damage.
Okay.
The
Okay,
worst.
So 9 damage to the one on the floor. So you hear the knife explode, and Meldon just sort of spins around, and all the ice shards go just between his arms and legs, and he seems to deftly avoid them. But then you see the shards just impale themselves into the sleeping figure on the
And the
ground.
sleeping person wakes up.
Yes,
Unless they're dead.
they're not dead, but they I shall change them to the lock of prone. Okay, all right. Anything else, Aries?
I'm not a Zeres. I mean,
Sorry,
that's-
Talora.
I am a Zeres. There we go. God, I'm so
No,
confused.
I already used all my things.
Okay.
I
All right.
gotta sit there.
Razix.
Oh, right.
Oh, what do I do?
Loren, did you add your spell attack bonus?
I did.
So you rolled a 4? Wow.
I rolled a 4 and I got a 9. Yeah, no,
Wow.
yeah. It feels bad. My rolls on Ice Knife have been abysmal today.
Okay, Razix, you're up.
I'm going to invoke my spores.
Nice.
So I'm going to gain some temporary hit points.
Yep.
And so that's my action. As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
Lovely.
And yeah, I definitely don't want to move right now.
Okay. So you guys once again see Razix's mace become sort of encased in this thick bark, but that ends his turn. So Reg.
Right. Did I sort of perceive Meldon charming as Ares, or is it is it imperceptible to the rest of us?
It doesn't really have any obvious effects. I'd say you'd see Meldon did something, and then
I wouldn't know
Azeri-
what though.
Yeah,
Okay.
Azeri just started yelling after it, but it doesn't seem she's not being very coherent right
All
now.
right. In that case, I'm
No,
gonna.
you're gonna shoot him anyway.
I'm. Fuck. All right, I'm going to wait. Is the Minotaur big enough that I can see it clearly?
I would say it would get half
of people
cover.
anyway.
It'd be
On this,
it'd
but
be a
it
hard
is
shot 'cause
tall.
I'm next to someone anyway.
Yeah,
so.
you would also. I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
quick
disadvantage.
switch to my sword and shield and just attack
Okay.
the person next to me. I don't know any other
Okay.
choice. All right. So that is 19 overall. It's a natural 14.
That hits.
Let me just get my character sheets. All right. That is for 7 points of piercing plus 2 because they're a humanoid. Right.
Okay.
So 9
Yes.
points of piercing damage.
All right, lovely. So
Stab
you,
him in the face.
you stab him in the face. Okay, your sword just goes. They're yelling at you and their mouths open. Your sword just goes through the roof of their mouth and just smashes out the top of their head.
Which, bear in mind, for Reg is kind of like a.
He sort of had to leap up to get that. He gets it, and she just stops yelling. Just immediately falls dead into the floor.
That shut you up. Right. Well, This ain't looking good. I'm going to, because I'm small, can I, like, try to take cover behind this chest?
Yeah, there's kind of a gap in between it, and it's quite large. I would say you could, like, crouch down and just squeeze in.
Okay,
I'd
cool.
say.
I'll do that.
Okay, and I would say you would benefit... Well, you probably could fit most of yourself into there. I'd say 3/4 cover.
Oh,
behind
nice.
that.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Okay.
I just it's more to kind of stay out of focus so I can shoot at them.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Vicaru, back to you.
All right, well, I'm gonna
Covering
go,
in the corridor.
I'm gonna go about here and notice that my comrades have not gotten the memo, or they didn't get a chance, or they didn't get a chance. And I'm going to invoke the Bane of Daru on let's see, this person, and Meldon the Minotaur, and I guess this one who's closest to me.
Okay.
Closest to me.
All right.
So they all need to make charisma saving throws.
Okay.
Come on, Meldon. Fail.
Meldon's got pretty high charisma. He rolls
I figured.
18, which I assume saves. The
Yeah.
Minotaur, pretty low. But oh, man, just roll a 15 total.
I think that succeeds. Yep.
Okay. And the Gruul member, oh, that's only a 10 total.
Well, they fail, but they're the one I didn't care about.
Okay. All right.
I care about him. He's attacking me.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna move over here and draw fire, I guess.
Okay. All right. Azarius, at the start of your turn, I would like you to make an attack against Talora.
No. Good night, Talora.
No.
Do you get to decide what I attack with?
You make a melee attack against the target.
Single melee attack.
Yeah. I would assume that you'd have to make an axe swing at them.
Yeah. Please roll shit. Please roll shit. Please roll shit. Ah, that's a 7.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't think that hits Talora. Okay. So you can move now.
I can? So you don't control my movement?
Yes. Yeah, you can move.
Oh, she controls her own movement.
Yeah, you
then.
can move wherever you want to.
Although, moving.
Which do you want to?
I kind of want to get away from
That's
these guys, because will the Gruul attack me while I'm under Meldon's control?
make the assumption, though.
That's a guess you're gonna have to take.
I'm gonna try and get away from these guys. But I'm like in 1, 2, 3, 4 range. Ugh. Shit.
What would Azarius do?
Azarius would.
From Azarius' point of view, she can't tell friend from foe right now. She's just surrounded by these demonic gesture-looking figures that pretty fucking scary. Like they have like glowing
she
red
would just
eyes.
keep swinging.
Okay, so just want to stay where you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'd like to make a wisdom saving throw now for me.
Go on.
Don't roll like shit. Don't roll like shit. Don't roll like shit. 17.
That's success.
Hey.
All of a sudden, your mind clears and the images disappear, and you can see Meldon like clasp his hand and go, "Damn, damn."
Ron Simmons. Damn.
Okay.
At the start of Meldon's turn, I'd like to invoke my spores on the Baned one.
Okay. So that's a what save for me again?
That's
Sorry.
a Constitution save.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to bother. It's a 2, so I say
Yeah.
that fails. That even without
Right.
the bane.
Yeah, that's. Ooh, almost max damage. 7 spore damage.
Okay, 7 spore damage. Nice. So you watch as this Gruul clan member just starts to choke and cough and swing around madly. Seems to take some damage from that. Okay. So now it's back to Meldon first. So let's see. What would Meldon do?
Yeah, freaking shithead.
Be a shit gird, yeah.
Okay. The Razix. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I'm not going to say anything, but it is my best roll.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, I rolled a 23.
Woo.
Okay. Okay, all of a sudden you hear Meldon's voice whispering in your ears, and it hurts your brain. Like almost feels like it tenses up, and you for a second almost feel like you're about to run away in fear from what Meldon is doing to you. But you just manage to push through, and you instead only take If you give me a second here. I don't have enough die for this.
That's not a good thing, Craig.
You take 5 points of psychic damage. Then Meldon is going to stay where he is. The Gruul clan member, first of all, the one that's prone actually, let's say they stand up, and then they can, So, they're able to use their bonus action. So they close the distance and get to you, Ares, and they're going to swing at you. But that's a 6 total, which I assume misses. The one to your left now is Ares, going to swing at you again. That's a 21 total.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, you take 6 points of piercing damage. The baned one is going to swing at you, Razix. So first of all, well, that's only a 2. And even with Bane, so Bane brings it down to a -1. So
He hits himself.
Let me check. Wait. No.
okay. The one to your right, Razix, is going to swing at you. That's a 17 total.
That hits.
Okay, you take 12 points of piercing damage as it swings and catches you just along the side of your head, and the spikes along it just sort of grate across your skin, and you start to bleed. And then the Gruul clan member to your right, Talora, is going to swing at you for a 14. Hits? Does it? I assume that's a yes.
Yeah, well, I'm just debating on whether or not I want to cast shield.
Okay.
Wait.
Do you want to cast shield?
What's your dex? What? Hello?
Shut up,
It's
Jester.
My
Your
dex
deck- your one.
modifier is 1.
All right. Talora,
okay.
do you want to cast shield or not here?
World's
Bear in mind
slowest
that
reaction.
it lasts for all of your reaction. So if the
yeah,
if another
I
guy
gotta
swings
do
you-
it. I gotta do it.
Okay, so you cast shield. Okay,
Yeah.
so the Gruul clan member swings and it just bonks off this shield that you've conjured before you, and then the barbarian again is going to make a. Well, he's not a barbarian, but he's a yelling minotaur. So he's going to make a reckless attack against you. So the first one's an 8, and the second one, oh damn it, that's a 9. So both of those miss, and again he exposes himself as he's making these mad swings towards you, Talora, but he just can't seem to land a blow. Okay, that's my turn over. Back to you, Talora.
Okay. I'm going to cry. No.
Roll to cry.
I'm going to
Healing potion.
Yeah, I'll do that as a bonus. I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on. Frick, who do I even?
You're disadvantaged, right? Because no warcaster.
Well, not if I don't hit somebody who's not beside me,
Yeah,
right?
it's if someone's within 5 feet of you. Hostile
Okay.
creature within 5 feet.
Okay. Well, I might as well do it anyway. Like at this point, I might as well do something. I'm gonna shoot it at the eye Bane person, I guess.
Okay, go ahead.
Try to get you guys a little bit of breathing room over there. Sorry, disadvantage. Lovely. Cool. 10.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Didn't think so. And I will use my bonus action to pop my healing potion. Yay. So I'll do that in the meantime, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay, Razix.
I am going to take a swing at the Bane guy with my
Okay.
immune mace.
Go ahead.
Ooh, maybe. I rolled a 14.
That hits.
Hey, look at that. Ready? D8. I rolled minimum damage, 3 damage.
Okay, it's just not enough. You swing your mace, and the figure just starts to back out of the way. You just scrape it across their chest, and it seems to do some damage, but they are just standing. You can see they're kind of panting, and blood is flowing freely from them.
And for my bonus action, I too am going to drink a regular health potion.
Okay,
What's that? 2d4 plus 2, you said?
yes.
6 plus 2. Okay. And that's it for me.
Okay. Reg.
Right, well, I'm going to pop out. Can I get a clean shot off of the Minotaur, or are they in cover?
I would say...
Can I
Probably move towards the bed.
Can I jump on the bed
Jump on the bed, yeah.
to get a better shot?
So you can make to jump on the bed from where you are, because you'd have to... No, I would say it'd have to be an athletics or acrobatics check to get up there.
All right, I will try to scramble up. I'll roll a totally not checking which one I'm better at. I'll roll an acrobatics check.
Alex.
Okay.
All right, that's a 12.
I'd say that's enough. It's not a particularly hard thing to do. You just jump up onto the chest and then leap up onto the bed top. So yeah, you have a clear view of the Minotaur now if you want to make a shot at him.
I will make a shot at the Minotaur.
Okay, so you will have advantage.
Why will I have advantage? Oh, reckless! Oh, hell yeah!
Reckless.
Okay,
This is a reckless idiot.
first one is a natural 20.
Hey.
All right.
This is like the third natural 20 today.
Reg
Yeah.
Reg has gone beast mode. Oh my god! All right, so that is
Good.
and I get to double the hunter's mark as well. So that is 2 plus 5, so 7, 10 piercing plus
Execute.
19 piercing damage.
Kill it.
19. Okay,
Yeet.
so you pull back your bow and just fire off a great shot, and it just smashes
Oh, thanks.
alongside the face. You're welcome. the side of the Minotaur's face, and it just gouges a deep line through his cheek and smashes through his ears and just takes one of them off. And you can see he has this massive scar that runs along his face now, and it's just coursing blood, and he's just stomping, and he doesn't even seem to notice it. But it's a solid hit, I will say.
He's
Right.
rage.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that would kill him. I will remain on my bed.
You don't want to get into the covers, or
No, yeah, I'll cozy up. Can I take a short rest?
okay, Vicari, what would you like to do?
I would like these gentlemen to go to sleep. So I'm. I love sleep. I'm casting it in this area,
Okay,
so that it only hits these three.
so Meldon, the Minotaur, and the
I
ghoul.
had to target it really weird. Sleep is so strange.
Okay,
Can it hit the Minotaur?
It's 20 feet away.
No, but can it hit the Minotaur?
Who knows?
Oh,
Who
do you
knows?
know? I
Oh
see.
yeah, it's not
I
up to me.
It could.
Whoops.
Oh, no.
Eight.
Oh no.
Oh, that's trash. 10, and then one more. 11.
What? We rolled like 20 last time.
Okay.
I got 3 ones.
What?
Dear.
How
Okay.
even?
The single Gruul clan member that you previously put to sleep just
Goes back to
suddenly
sleep.
goes back to sleep. So I'll give them once again the boot of sleeping.
The restful shoe.
Yes.
Restful shoe.
Okay.
Cozy shoe.
Anything else?
No, I don't think anyone needs help. Nothing yet. Wait, what?
I don't mind you guys sharing your health points, by the way. Like, you don't have to be like, I'm 18 out of 34.
Actually, no,
or-
it's not gonna be worth it to use on me. Don't do
So,
it.
you do want to say
I was at
Isaac is
3
probably-
before I drank that health potion.
I'm at 24 out of 26, so I'm good.
I don't have a lot. So
I do have ways to heal myself.
So anything else for Karu?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Azares.
I need to save people.
I'm battle axing this Minotaur in front of me.
Okay, you have advantage.
Come on, good roll. That's an 11 for the first one, and a 17 for the second.
Okay, yeah, that hits if you want to roll damage.
kill him.
So, wait, is this the 8? That's not the 8. This is the 8. So it's 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah, I almost healed
9,
back to full health with that
10.
potion.
And then with Divine Fury,
It's sad.
15.
15, okay. So you swing back your axe and just swing it over and just hit him deep in the collarbone, and it just smashes through, and you can see it's left this deep wound, and it's bleeding freely across his chest, and he's sort of panting, and he looks close to death, I will say.
Die!
Okay.
I have hit him. I'm going to try and Hammering Horns him away.
Okay, go ahead. So what was that, a strength saving throw from me?
Yeah, so it's let me just put it in the thingy. Target must be no more than one size larger than you within 5 feet. It needs to succeed a strength saving throw.
I got a natural 20. So.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Never mind.
He's a big
Alright.
boy.
Okay. Do you want to move as Ares?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Nope. Okay. All right. And Meldon, let's see.
Craig, I would also like to do 4 damage if possible.
Okay. Do you want to do it right now?
Yes, on the
Okay.
Bane guy.
The Bane
Please
guy.
say.
Okay. So that's
Bane guy.
His name is Bane now.
Ah!
well, it's a natural 1.
Aha! Take a single point of spore damage.
A single point is enough.
Yes!
Hey.
He had an
So-
asthma attack and he died.
Yeah, he just starts coughing and coughing and coughing before just falling back, flat on his ass.
He didn't have his mouth mask on.
Okay. So Meldon. Ooh, I think it's gonna. Okay, Azaris, I'd like you to make another Wisdom saving throw.
No.
And Meldon yells out, "This time, I'll get you."
No. Don't roll like shit. Don't roll like shit. Don't roll like shit. Don't roll like.
No.
Wait. Where's my wisdom again? 13.
13 total. Okay, once again, you are charmed by Meldon. And at
Yikes.
the beginning of each of your turns, you must use your action that I decide to attack
Brrr.
a target of my choosing.
Fine.
And I will re-give Meldon the purple dot of concentration. And then he sort of clasps his hands and rubs them together and just grins malevolently towards you. So, first of all, that one's sleeping. So the one next to you, or between you and Azaris Razix, he's going to go for you. That's a 13 total.
That misses.
That misses. Okay. The one to your right now is going to swing at you. That's a 9.
That misses as well.
The one next to you, Talora, is going to swing at you. Oops. And that's a 17.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't sound happy about it. Okay, that's
I have to ponder every time. That's all.
that's 5 points of piercing damage. Or well, unless you want to.
No, I'm
No,
gonna
okay.
take it.
So he swings and just catches you across the shoulder. And then the Minotaur is going to reckless attack you again, Talora.
I hate this
So,
thing.
well, first of all, it's a 19 on its first, and then a natural 1. So 19 total.
I cast shield for the
You
last
cast shield?
time.
Okay. So it swings forth its battle axe and it bounces off and it's kind of stomping in frustration and you see blood start to pour
Wait,
out of its mouth.
doesn't shield make your AC 19?
Shit, that's true.
That
Never
was
mind.
still hit.
Dead.
Okay, I don't mind if you want to not
No.
cast it just for that purpose. It doesn't bother me. So-
For some reason I thought 19. Sorry, I forgot it's not tied.
Okay, so it does hit. All
Oh,
right.
boy. I'm gonna die.
I think that's his first hit as well.
Whoops.
So
Yeah.
okay, you take 6 points of slashing damage.
It's fine. It's nothing. It's but a
Okay.
scratch.
That ends their turn. So Talora, it's your go.
I'm tanking like a beast today. Okay. I mean, shit. I'm gonna try to Ray of Frost the Minotaur in front of me. I know it's at
Okay.
disadvantage, but I have no choice.
Well, you will have advantage because he took a. Well, actually,
It
let me just-
neutralizes out.
It cancels it. Does it cancel it out?
Yeah, it goes to normal.
Okay. Oh, sweet. 12?
12. Sorry, 2 seconds. 12 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Didn't think so. That's all I can do.
Okay,
I'm
all
done.
right. Razix.
Okay. Can I glean what does Meldon have anything in his hands?
He's got a wooden puppet in his left hand that kind of dangles down, but that's about it. That's it.
Okay. Never mind then. I am going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Nice. Okay.
So I move my hands and say some interesting words that probably people don't necessarily understand. And appearing beside these two is a giant 5-foot diameter flaming sphere.
Yeah, so you guys wouldn't have seen this before. All of a sudden, this large ball of fire seems to just conjure itself into
great.
existence.
What the bloody hell?
It doesn't do anything the turn it's created, but if anyone ends their turn within 5 feet, sorry, Talora, they take some damage on a failed save.
Lovely. Okay.
Yay!
Oh, yikes.
Anything else, Razix?
No. I've
It's
used
okay.
my
It's okay. I've
action.
been rolling well.
Okay. All right. Reg.
Right. I'm going to take a shot at the Minotaur again.
Okay, you have advantage.
It's a good thing I have advantage because the first one is a natural 1. So the next one, oh, okay, that's 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Please kill it.
For a... Oh, yes. 11 points of piercing plus... I rolled it... On my D8, I rolled an 8, and on my D6, I rolled a 6. So that's
Hey,
17
max
points of piercing. Max damage shot from me.
Okay, so you fire off your shot, and as it sort of bends down and looks like it's about to swing again, it exposes the top of its head, and you just fire off a shot, and it just goes smashing in through its
Domed him.
skull, and it just goes "Ugh," before
Smashing.
collapsing onto the ground.
Right.
Smashing.
And I'll use my bonus action to swap my Hunter's Mark onto Meldon.
Okie dokie, hold on. Okay, anything else?
That's it. I'll stay on my bed.
Okay, Vicaru.
Vikira, please.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
I'm just gonna. I have no idea.
Vikira, please.
We're gonna try and put just Meldon to sleep.
Okay,
My last.
just as a reminder, Meldon hasn't taken a hit yet.
That's fine. If I
Victor,
roll
please.
okay, then it'll be okay.
We're getting there. Don't worry.
Oh, those were good rolls. All right, so that's 13 plus. Oh, more good rolls. I can't do math though. That's 9. So it's 22, and then one last one. Oh, nice. 28.
Ooh.
That's just enough.
Go to sleep.
Wait, that
So-
means Arizarius is not
I'm fine now, right?
So,
That is great.
well, yes, as you are no longer charmed by Meldon. And all of a sudden, Meldon,
Good
his
job.
eyes just flutter and he falls back onto the ground. So I
Sucker.
shall remove that and then give Meldon the boot.
Where the bloody hell did he go?
Good thing he's on the couch. She just kind of went,
Yeah.
here. Go.
Nobody hit him. Oh
Okay.
god.
Azaries.
I am hitting things hard. This guy to my left. I'm a battle axe him. Wait, why can't I click there? I'm hitting this guy.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
So 16.
16, that hits.
Yay. That's the D8. That's 12. It's DH. Ooh. 13 plus my divine rage thing. 16.
16, great.
Yeah.
So you just, as you come back to your senses, as these sort of terrible images leave you, you see the Gruul clan member next to you. You just suddenly swing out and just cleave straight through his neck and just completely behead him in one
Nice.
swing.
Respectable.
He just drops dead.
For my bonus action, I want to give my health potion to Talora.
It's an action
Huh?
to give your health potion
Is
to
it?
someone else, yes.
Oh, okay, fine.
I appreciate the thought.
I tried. Can I move? Is this guy sleeping in front of me?
The Gruul clan member, yep.
Oh, but the guy behind me, he can take a swing, right?
There's Razix is behind you.
No,
Yeah,
there's this guy.
This weird guy
Oh,
behind
that
me.
guy. Sorry,
Oh, wait,
yes,
it's
yes.
Razix.
My bad. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes. Yeah,
Okay.
that guy is within range of you and could potentially swing at you.
Okay, I'm gonna move to get away from them just in case I get mind boggled again.
Okay.
And
Melon's sleeping, so
Meldon's sleeping, I know, but when does he wake up? He wakes up, right?
Don't
it
touch
lasts
him.
It lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
I have 3 dice on my spell card for sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Okay. As you do so, the not Rakdos, the Gruul clan member is going to swing at you. That's 5 total.
No
so.
touchy.
All right. So anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So only 2 guys left. All right.
You sound so
The 2 that are
disappointed.
standing beside
They've
me.
got to make a save, don't they? Is it at the start or
It's at the end of their turn.
All right. So first of all, the one next to you, Razix, is going to swing at you. That's a 18.
That hits.
Okay. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
I have fallen down.
Oh,
Oh dear. Okay. So your flaming sphere winks out. of
Yep.
the distance. So
Right, concentration.
and you are. We'll give you one. We'll give you the ninja of unconscious, and then the one next to you, Talora, is going to swing at you. That's a 15 total.
My AC's 14.
Ooh.
Hmm,
Do you want to cast shield or anything like that?
I don't have any more casts.
All right. It's 3
Okay.
points of piercing damage.
It's only 3?
Yeah, it's only 3.
Oh, I'm alive.
Okay. All right.
I'm 1 HP.
That ends their turn, so it's back to you.
Although, am I going to take damage if I move out of the sphere? Oh, no, wait, he's on
The
his
sphere
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
mask.
the spear disappeared when I did.
Alright, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna disengage from
Okay.
all of this nonsense. I'm out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go hide behind Vikaru.
Okay. So stepping over all the bodies, you make your way over there.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, sup? You got this, right? Yeah, that's all I do.
All right. Okay. Razix, if you'd like to make a death saving throw for me.
Come on. I rolled a 12.
Nice. Success. All right, cool.
Okay, stay alive, please.
Reg.
No, not one like Daru.
right.
Don't even say it.
Can I still see Meldon?
No, he's kind of fallen behind
Oh,
the,
he can.
the-
Right.
the-
I'll shoot. I'll shoot
I
at
swear
the.
to God.
Sorry, I forget our complicated lexicon. What is the boot? The boot is the boot of being asleep, right?
Sleep.
Yes,
Yeah.
the boot
Okay.
is sleeping.
The boot of being asleep. Alright.
Yeah.
I'll fire at the one next to Razix.
Okay.
We're gonna need like a legend soon to tell us what's what.
Mm,
It changes every week, though.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
snail.
that was a natural one. So.
That's a miss, I'm afraid. Anything else?
Bonus action. Yeah, I'll actually. I can't remember. Did Talora drink her healing potion?
I
Yeah.
sure did.
Okay, I'll hop down here and I'll give Talora my healing potion as my bonus action.
It's an action to
Yeah,
give
it's
someone
an
else.
Oh no, I mean hand her it. Just like give her it,
Okay.
That's
all
what
right.
I tried.
not like feeding someone it. I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever.
I would say it's still. I would say that it's that. Even that is.
All right, I'll
it's
re-hop
too
onto my
much
bed
for
then.
her.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I'll end my turn.
Yeah, screw you. Get out of here.
I
Alright.
don't want your shit.
Vicaru.
Increment all of my sleep dice. Keep track of these people. Well, this is interesting. Could do that. I assume these people aren't very wise. It's just annoying if that doesn't work out. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead
Okay.
on this one.
That one. Okay. Okay. They rolled a 7 total.
All right, they fail. Have they taken damage?
No.
No, darn. All right, so it's just a D8. They have taken 3 damage.
Okay. So they kind of clutch towards their ears and shake their head a little bit, but they seem to still be standing. So, are you moved?
Yes, I'm
oppositely?
going to get in their grill.
Okay, you're in their grill. All right, Azares.
I'm gonna attempt to chuck my javelin at the one that Darius having
Okay,
fun
go
with
ahead.
there. That's a 16.
16. That hits.
Alright, 1d6 plus 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus the Divine Fury. 10.
Okay. So you throw forward your javelin, and Vicary, this Ghoul Clan member, just kind of turns towards you and starts grinning, and all of a sudden you just see the point of a javelin just come piercing through their chest, and they just fall down in front of you.
Good.
Dead. Die.
Javelin throws
Alright.
have been friggin' on par.
Oh, I love them. I like my javelins now. This is fun.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else of use. So I'll just hang out here.
Okay. Stay where you are. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got one clan member left. Says, kind of looks around, sees Razix on the floor, and says, "I'll take him with me," and dashes
Son of
forward.
a bitch.
And well, it's an advantage. So first, okay, that's a 17.
That hits.
Okay, so that's two death saving throws then.
Oh,
I guess I better roll damage just in case, but I don't think. Nah, it's not enough. Okay, all right.
so 2 of these saves.
Yeah, 2 death
Yeah,
saves.
you get 2 death
You
saves.
got 2 failures even.
It's an auto crit if they're melee.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, is that? Oh,
He saved his first, so he's got
So,
one.
so I have 2 failures, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you have 2 failures. Another failure, and you're dead.
You're diamond rings.
Okay,
enjoy your next turn.
and Talora, it is your turn.
I'm gonna see that this guy's stabbing at Razix. Has he been hit yet? The guy that's stabby?
Go help him. Go help him.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna run over to Razix and I'm gonna try to can I stabilize him?
If you make
Try
a
to?
medicine check,
Yeah,
and the
I'm gonna
DC
try.
is 10 to stabilize someone.
For God's sakes, if there's any time that I have to roll well today.
I believe in you.
15.
Nice. You stabilize Razix. Razix, you don't have to make death saving throws anymore. You're alive at 1 HP, but you're unconscious.
Oof.
Okay, so that's your turn, basically. You are unconscious.
I was very, very worried I had to roll that dice.
So was I.
Oh God.
I have backup characters I could,
Oh no.
Reg.
We like this
Right.
weird one.
I am going to fire at the idiot who just tried to stab Razix on the ground
Okay.
and tried to not get a natural 1. That's a 12 to hit overall.
1 second, I'm just making sure, but no, that doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
All right. Yeah, and I'll use my bonus action to dab and cry in the corner.
Okay. I think dabbing's a full action.
In that order?
To be fair, with how powerfully I dab, it is a full action. That's true.
Okay. All right. Vicary.
All right. So of note, the Gruul member behind us, Ares, is awake now.
Yay, I
Alright,
get to hit
okay.
a thing.
Oh, great.
It's fine. Everything's fine. There's a giant minotaur in his face. I am going to move over here. And is that better? Or is it better to do that? I'll cast Decaying Grasp on this
Okay.
annoying mohawked person.
All right. So is that an attack from you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay. I'm afraid that doesn't hit. You just can't quite grasp them enough to course that through them. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. Azares, your
I'm
turn.
doing a reckless attack on this idiot that just woke up behind me.
Okay. Well, I will say, just so you know,
Yeah, they're on the ground.
he's prone, so you would
Oh,
have
is he?
advantage anyway.
Oh, sweet.
So you
Oh, that's fine then. I'm just going to
advantage.
try and stab him because, that's what you do to people on the ground.
Okay.
That is a 14 and a 17. No,
Okay.
18. Sorry.
Okay, that hits.
All right. So one end of battle axe, 1d8. That one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus the 1d6. 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. Yeah, so as his eyes sort of flutter open and he starts to come awake and shake his head, you just suddenly swing your axe and just smash it straight into his chest, and he's just, "Ugh," before he just dies and blood starts to pool out from the body.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. All right, my turn.
Fine, I won't move.
My turn.
Okay, so That one's still going to hit Razix, I'm afraid. So
Screw you, you
she
jerk.
will have a.
It works the
Wait.
same, right?
It's advantage, isn't it? Because
Can I
he's
not-
prone.
Just prone, yeah. So she
I didn't move, Craig. Can I move?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yes,
Can I move in there to like get in her face, like here? Like where I was.
you certainly can move there if you'd like. But I wouldn't say there's a way you could like potentially stand in the way of a
Stop her,
blow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I could get in the way. Ooh, where'd I go? Shit, where'd I go? Oh crap! I
All
vanished.
right, hold on. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, so anything for your bonus action?
Me?
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about you can do other things other than just swing your axe.
I
mean, it's pretty efficient,
Yeah. I don't know bonus actions that well. I can't really do anything to like
No, I wouldn't think so. Okay.
help.
All
Someone
right, so yeah,
else.
this Grulcam member is going to swing at you again, then Razix. So that's a 9. Oh, and then a 21.
So that hits.
All right. So you take.
Right.
Well, you're out anyway, but you take 10 points of piercing damage.
It's just a
I
death
am-
fail, right?
Well, he's
No, he was up.
He's stable, so he had 1 HP. So now he is.
I
Back.
believe actually stabilized characters have 0 HP. They gain HP after a set amount of time, just to be that guy. But stabilized
Okay.
characters are 0 HP, but not dying.
Okay. All right. So you're now dying again, Razix.
Goes back into the dying.
Yeah, so he gets a death saving fail from that.
All right.
If you
Doesn't
take
that kill him?
no, if you take damage and you're at 0,
No,
oh my
but your
god, good
death
point.
saving throws carry, don't they?
Do
I
they?
don't- I think we need to double check this.
I'm pretty
Just
sure
make
in a battle, like your death saving throws stick to you.
I think that might be Pathfinder.
We don't have death saving throws in Pathfinder.
Oh
No.
shit, yeah, oh my god.
I'm pretty sure they carry.
Sorry, we just need to look up this rule real.
Slight rule here.
I don't want to be that guy either, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Do death saves reset, 5th edition.
I think they do after a long rest.
They reset to 0 when you regain any hit points or are stabilized.
Oh,
He's
Okay.
alive!
So he is on,
Okay.
he is on
He's
one.
alive!
Yeah, he's on 1 death saving throw failure right now,
Okay.
No. Whew.
and now he's gonna
Alright.
roll a nat 1
I
and die.
saved him.
All right. So Tora, it's
Don't
your
say
turn.
it.
You realized obviously again that this not Rakdos, Gruul clan member has knocked out Razix again. So
Yeah.
if you want to, you can try and stabilize him again. You can just do that all night, really, if you want to, just bouncing back and forth between the two of you.
I mean, I'll keep doing it because I'm assuming Asarius can put an axe into that guy here. Sure.
Alright.
Only
If
we
you wanna
had
make
someone who had any healing.
If you want
I
to make
used up my spell to put these guys to
I
sleep.
know.
Quick,
I'm
give
doing my
him
best.
money! Give him money! He'll heal you.
all right, if you want to make a medicine check.
Actually, I failed. I got an 8.
Oh, okay. So you are not stabilized.
He's not living. He's still dying.
So
Okay.
do all the death
No.
saves switch over, like the successes as well?
No, you're 1 fail, 0
No,
successes.
you're at
right
1
now.
fail.
Okay, I just wanted to make
So,
sure they
John,
like,
there's one
everything.
number on the die
like-
you really shouldn't roll right now, okay?
Yeah, if you want to make
Alrighty.
a death saving throw for me, Razix.
Sure thing.
Man, I believe.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
success. Whew. Even I'm
Ooh.
nervous. Bloody hell.
And you're trying to
Alright.
kill us.
All right. Reg.
Right. I'm gonna
Jesus, my heart.
I'm gonna
Reg, kill it.
quickly like sling my bow onto my elbow, just rub my hands together and be like, "Well, bloody hands must be cold. Never missed 2 shots in a row." I just threw my bow back and take a shot at this idiot who keeps stabbing Razix on the floor again.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, that's a 19 to hit. 12 natural.
That hits.
Okay.
Kill it.
Get wrecked.
And that is for... 10...
Oh,
Oh,
get rich.
I thought it was a 1, but it's a 7. That's 10 points of piercing damage.
Good.
Okay. All right. Doesn't quite do it, but you fire off your arrow and it just sinks deep into her side, and it just goes deep inside, and you can see blood start to pool out. But she's still standing, but she looks very unsteadily on her
Alright.
feet, very close to death.
Yeah, I'll end my turn from there.
Okay. Justin. Or Vicaru, sorry.
Wait, favorite enemy, +2 damage, Craig. Okay,
Okay.
it might be too. It's too. I don't know. It's up to you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Vicaru probably just killed him anyway. So that's it. Yeah, the arrow fires off and brings her down. So,
She
that's
survives,
just
and
all
then she's like, actually,
So what I would have done though is not actually that, because I need to come over here and deal with the two people on the ground.
Who are about
Okay.
to wake up.
Are they about
So
to wake up, or is one of them?
I don't care nearly as much about the Gruul member. I would immediately use my action to tie up what's his face, Meldon.
Meldon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. What, do you have rope on you or anything like that in your backpack? Just what were you tying him up with?
It should be rope.
I
believe
have
that
rope if
the
you need
Explorer's
it.
pack has rope. So
Yeah, I was gonna
We
say.
all have rope, yeah.
Okay, 2 seconds. If you want to make a dex check for me.
sure. Yeah, sure.
How good are you
Waffle,
at your
waffle.
nuts?
Oh yeah, I got 5.
5. Okay, I would say that you just can't quite do it in the 6 seconds you have with an action to get a. You kind of get muddled
That's
and okay.
Oh, help.
Azares. So you see Vicaru try and tie up Meldon as he's fallen asleep on this couch.
Go help him.
Is Razek stable? Or is he still death
no,
saving?
I'm gonna work on that in a minute.
And I would like to not have him die, so I'm gonna give him a potion.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that works too.
Yeah,
All
gonna
right.
give him my potion.
All right. So you pour the potion down. Razix, if you want to do the roll for me, so that's 2d4 plus 2.
So this, like, I'm at a negative number. Does this just add to said negative number?
You're at a negative?
You're never at negative.
Yeah,
you,
Oh, sorry.
can't
You
be. You can't be a negative.
I'm so used to
yeah,
Pathfinder.
you
I'm sorry.
can't be a negative. You're not bleeding.
I
out, it's
rolled
fine.
a 6 total. Plus 2,
Six.
I guess.
Okay, so you're back up with 8 HP. As you see, Azarius is basically forcing this potion down your throat, standing above you. So anything else with your turn, Azarius?
Can I help Vicaru or not really?
I would say you've used your action giving Razix the potion, and you couldn't help to tie Meldon up if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll move over here then.
Okay. So start of their turn. Do anything wake up, Justin?
Nope, they're asleep.
All right. Okay, so I'll get. Okay, Tora, if you want to do what you want with Razix.
Well, Razix is alive now, right? So,
All right. Okay. Yeah. What would you like to do then?
I'm gonna go help Vicaru straighten that nonsense out.
Okay. If you want to make.
Let's get the two
Dex checks
sorcerers to
for me.
do dex checks. Why not? I got a frickin' 7.
Okay. That's not enough. I'm afraid.
We're both just like, how do you do this?
You're both kind of getting muddled with each other. Razix, you're back up.
I'm
I
gonna
never
heal
went to the-
myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
Okay. Go ahead.
Get rid of my last 2nd level spell
Seriously,
slot
just
here.
literally sit on him. Like, she's pretty, like...
Where'd my other D8 go? There it is. There. Whoa. That is. Ooh, that's big. That's big heals. That's 13 plus. Was it Wisdom? 13 plus 2 be 15. Oh
Okay.
boy, I am
Hanging
feeling.
on to that.
I am feeling so good right now.
All right.
Like spring up.
And I'll go over here. I won't. Do I understand what they're trying to do? I've just woken up.
You see them trying to tie up Meldon, essentially.
They're just playing with rope at this point.
Yeah. They're just getting all tangled up with each other.
In that case, yeah, I guess I'd try to help.
Okay. Well, I would say you could do anything this turn, but I
Sure.
wouldn't
Yeah,
recommend
yeah. I'll stare begrudgingly at him.
that. All right, Reg.
Kind of like...
Right. This person is asleep on the floor, right?
Currently.
Yeah.
Currently,
All right. I'm going to hop off my bed, walk over, and stab them while they're on the floor.
Okay, you have advantage.
could I ready my reaction to do spore damage if they wake up?
All right.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
With advantage, that is 14 to hit.
That hits.
All right. 4, 9 plus 2, 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that does it. Just you just basically just stab them right through the throat, just like that.
Good.
Easy as that. And they just cough and bleed out, and that seems to be the end of them. So just for Justin, can you just let me know when will Meldon wake up? How many more rounds?
So this is he will wake up on not this coming up turn, but my next turn he wakes up.
Okay. All right. So what would you like to do then?
So I'm gonna be like,
Fine.
help me tie this dude up as I try and tie the dude up.
Okay. So I would say enough people are doing this, and you've been going on long enough. You can have advantage to tie him up.
Cool.
Between the three of us.
Or all right, so that's 18.
Okay, that's enough. I'd say you pin his arm to his side, tie the rope around several times, and get a good knot on it. It feels pretty secure. It feels like you've got him. Okay. All right. So why don't we go ahead and end it there now, just as you guys...
Can I slap him awake as my action on my
No,
turn?
not yet.
Not yet. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Alright,
Zaries, what do you
fine.
want to do? You
No,
can-
it's fine. Never mind.
No?
Never mind.
No?
Yeah, it's
It's fine.
just
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. All right. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and end it there then. Just as the party is, or the Society of Courage, actually, I should say, has just tied up Meldon, and he is on the couch. And well, we'll see what happens next week. Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
It's certainly very good.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Good job not dying, team.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
think I've
about.
been so stressed playing D&D in my life.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it from us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. If you did tune in late, you can always catch the full video on YouTube tomorrow when it's uploaded there. But that's it from us. So hope you have a nice week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, boy.